If you only knew all the problems that a man like me has to face. If you only knew all the stupid things that keep a man from his place. I wouldn't wanna steer you wrong, but if you wanna sing your own song, you're gonna have to lose a few. If you only knew. If you only knew all the dealing that goes on in back of the store. If you only knew how the one that's got a lot can't wait to get more. I wouldn't wanna cramp your style, but if you wanna make it all worthwhile, you have to have your own breakthrough. If you only knew. What could happen to a man for telling the truth? If you only knew all the scruples that go down in gin and vermouth, I wouldn't want to steer you wrong, but if you want to sing your own song, you're gonna have to lose a few. If you only knew all the dealing that goes on back of the store. If you only knew. If you only knew. If you only knew.
Hello, codedfriend.001 listeners. We're going to try something new out today. I'm going to run a little music in the background. So tell me when you can hear it, if you can hear it, and if it's too loud. That might be a bit. If you can hear music in the background, let me know. Give me a 5x5 in the chat. Florida Beach Girl with us, Laura Raiders here. Mirrors 420. Florida Beach Girl says 5x5. Laura Rader says 5x5 on easy listening. Carte Blanche says turn it up. Alan Killian says doobies 5x5. Yeah, I want it like barely audible. I don't want to go much louder than it is, I think. But then, I'll review the stream and we'll see if I need to turn it up or not. Let's go with what we got now because people can hear it. Rebel, the fuck you, Charlie. Coded. Carte Blanche looking for a dance partner. Actually asking Alan Killian. Laura's got a pink sparkly heart for Rebel. I feel a lot of love in the room tonight. 11 listeners. Ooh. We'll just keep holding on. I don't know if this is going to help me concentrate. I am super high right now, so let me check my mic level. I'm good. Should be good. Yep, 100% on the input. Nice. Get that off to the side so I can keep an eye on it. So we have a just kind of a free-for-all today. You may suggest topics to talk about in the side chat. Rebel says, hello to everyone in the room. Laura Rader says, Coded keeps Oz time for carte blanche. Alice. I am really hot. Alice, Victor, etc. Like Dan used to keep U.S. time. Is, who the fuck is Alice with us? She's been maybe sparse lately. Laura Rader says, well, laughing at Grim Reaper and Logan talking about Dan woke me up a little bit. Great Led Zeppelin tune coming here. In My Time of Dying. This one might get a little bit loud. Stream snipe me now, you commercialized cocksuckers. Alan Killian says, carte blanche, I've got a great blast from the past for you today. Ooh. 50s? 50s maybe? I was listening to some Sam Cooke earlier today. Almost went with it. Put a little Van Morrison, because Shuggy knows all the scruples that go down in a little brown liquor. Laura Rader says, we're not pulling community college radio numbers. Sad. It's all right. Florida Beach Girl with us and giggling like that. Ooh, Alan Killian suggests Roy Buchanan live from Austin, Texas. The Messiah will come again at 25 minute, 29 second mark. Going to, there we go. I am going to throw that in my YouTube search. Maybe we'll get to it. Alan, email me a list of music and I'll work it into the background catalog if you would like. So does anyone in the side chat have a topic they would like to suggest? I have the tune itself, 6 minutes and 31 seconds from 1976. The live from Austin, Texas is there. I don't know if I can play that stuff, though. Austin City Limits, I know, fucking, you get a strike the minute you play their shit. So not much talk from Demon and Shiz the past week, huh? Demon's gone off the radar? Let's see. Maybe he's over on Instagram viraling out with the Mad Irish Granny routine. 8 days ago, last live from Demon. A tough deletes laws is a tough guy, bro. And then 9 days ago, when Delete Law's Chili's channel got nuked for the porn thing, wow, was Demon fucking gloating about that. let's start with that. I kind of think that rooting for people's channels to get taken down and maybe even possibly participating in those types of antics, like logging on to chilly shit and running porn, that's kind of fucking low rent. Wow, Demon was all fucking happy about that shit. Like, I think this is why they have such a problem with me asking people in my own side chat to, just make a space where Miss Mandy's not getting fucking laid into every time she posts something. And you guys did a great job with it. And Hello Baby flew too close to the sun and Icarus's wings got burned. I got some shit apparently from Mark the sarcastic waterhead that I refused to take responsibility for the fact that I exposed Miss Mandy to you guys. I mean, you guys could have ran her out if you wanted to. It wouldn't have been that hard. There's not much I can do about it. I'm certainly not going to lose my entire audience for the sake of Mandy. Sorry, Mandy. Laura Rader says Demon probably gave Colin a big thumbs up for screwing over Chili, just like he and his Colin, definitely not Cromwell, tried to infiltrate Chili's cult once. I think trying to, like, why do you have to run the fucking dude off? Why do you have to run anybody off fucking YouTube? Because Demon's openly stated that that's his goal for fucking Dan. Why not put the proper pressure in the proper places and try to, rather than eradicate, because, Mandy's a human being. Dan's a human being. We don't want to see him destroyed. We want to see him become productive members of society and not malcontents. More directed at Dan, that comment, than Mandy. Shuggy's on some fucking Shuggy's constantly saying that I said Miss Mandy is the most improved person on YouTube. And that's not what I said at all. This is a common theme and a problem with the Shuggites. It was a problem at WNN. And Shuggy used to come over to the side chat in the WNN days with, his gaggle of women. I think Shuggy is an internet chubby chaser. Wasn't it Shuggy that brought Becca to Dan? Wasn't it Shuggy that gave Becca the nickname moniker Buzz Buzz? Wasn't it Shuggy? It was. Wasn't it Shuggy that came up with the Becca's basket of toys, which over here at codedfriend.001 was upgraded to Becca's box of toys? But that all originated from Shuggy, who was a founding member of the Welsh News Network pervert posse, which he now vehemently denies. So Shuggy brought Becca to Dan. Hey, I'm done with this chubby. Shuggy then plays a role in the side conversation that's, antagonizing Becca, which, all the shit that Dan said, Becca was embarrassed by, but not the shit that Shuggy said. Buzz Buzz Becca, Becca's box of toys, all the shit that was right in line with, a founding member of the pervert posse, the kind of behavior you would expect. And then Dan's done with Mirrors 420 says chubbies need it too. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm saying Shuggy, married Shuggy, is starting to look like a chubby chaser on the internet. So Shuggy brings Becca to Dan, the WNN. Shuggy and Becca had some pre-existing relationship, whatever it was, on Discord. And then Shuggy delivers Becca to Dan. And then there's the whole fucking Tina Slay phenomenon at Welsh News Network. And then the Welsh News Network breaks up, and Shuggy lands at Mark the Sarcastic Waterhead spot where he's paired up with Judy, you ate this, and every other fucking thing in the pantry. And then, I don't know if I've mentioned this in the past, but just because this is kind of stream of consciousness, jump tangential again. Forget that. So Judy, you ate this and everything else in the pantry. Couldn't make the poop scoop this week. Yes, I did listen. So the poop scoop had to add 2 chubby women to take the place of Judy, you ate this and everything else in the pantry. Shuggy, why are there always chubbies around you? Whether Shiz wants to admit it or not, Shuggy, my first awareness of you was Shiz telling me that you were a kind of a pervy guy, a little creepy that constantly tried to get her into one-on-one voice chats. A little bit weird there, Shuggy. Laura Rader says, ugh, no way could I listen to the poop scoop, LOL. I enjoy my brain in working condition. I take a tablet to work with me. I'll, grab their shit and download it or stream it off the phone. Run it through a JBL Party Box 100 in the back of my Jeep, plugged into a Jackery power box. And so we'll do some tech talk tonight too. And I just run I listen to the poop scoop in the background as I was working. I don't know which stream that is. I'm not paying as close attention to all this shit as I was in the past. Like, mentally, I need a little bit of a break. It's the holiday season. Things are getting busier and busier at work. Man, did I have a fucking great week last week. Tonight, I intended to start earlier. You can ask Rebel, because I gave him an earlier start time, and of course, completely fucking missed it. I had to go down to the city, which I used to do almost every Wednesday, but I haven't been doing it for a couple months. So I bought all of the guys that are directly responsible to me, some 20 or so guys. I bought them all. Ororo, ORORO is the brand. Just the $120 heated vest. And handed them out today as guys came to get their pay. So I made a little investment in my guys because I want, it got cold early this year, and I could tell that some of my guys weren't, didn't have their gear and shit ready for the cold weather. Yeah, but I don't. Okay, so that's the street code. It's my cart says coded going head to head with Shuggy on Irish Demons channel, for fuck's sake. Hashtag fuck you, coded. And then Mirrors says Oreos. I have no idea what the Oreos comment is about. Do you have a rough idea what time it happened at? I am caught up in the chat too, which is really weird. Today's kind of feeling a little surreal. I think it's the background music. So where the fuck were we? My God, I'll have to start that fucking stream of consciousness rant all over again in 10 minutes. So we have no demon episodes for the last 8 days on the lives. Let's check his videos really quick. Oh, he did do prepared videos. 8 days ago, and then he did 2 today. What happened to Irish Demon? I hope everything's okay with Irish Demon. I really do. Man, I hope my fucking cousins weren't around. I hope everything's cool, Dina. Got quiet quick. Mirrors 420 says it's a cream biscuit. An Oreo is a cookie. It's not a biscuit. Biscuits are like doughy things, like biscuits and gravy, sausage biscuits, breakfast biscuits. We have cookies and crackers, bro. Where are you from, Mirrors? I thought you were an Americano. Rebel says that Mirrors 420. Forget Oreos. It's marshmallow season. Mirrors says same shit. No, it's not. Not the same shit. There's a radical difference between a sausage biscuit from McDonald's and an Oreo cookie. An Oreo cookie is a cookie. It's not a. Is that the Aussie flag? My vision's still really bad. You're Aussie? You're down under? I don't know why I thought you were an American. Mirror says sausage biscuit. What the fuck? You don't have McDonald's there? Go to McDonald's during the holiday season. Treat yourself to you have to be there when the breakfast menu is offered. Treat yourself to a sausage biscuit, bro. You'll thank me. I'm not a fan of McDonald's food, any of that shit, but a sausage biscuit, that's my fucking weak spot. Carter Blunt says at Coded Friend at 001, this was live streamed on Demon's channel on the November 9, 2024, timestamp 4830. Okay, well, I'm on it. We're on it. We're right here at Demon's channel. Bring back his lives. Coded, and that was a while ago, wasn't it? Coded and Shuggy go head to head. 48 minutes. It came on, and I guess I stopped listening to it last time about halfway through, where I was berating them for fucking monetizing hate and human misery. They seem to be really offended by that. All right, so I need to pause this. Hang on one second. I'm gonna have to go get my table saw from my buddy's house. I think that I need to kind of build a custom stand for my laptop microphone and my monitor control, so it's all within arm's reach. Oh, I was talking about the Aurora jackets. I don't know what happened after my car accident. Carte Blanche says, Coded as high as a kite, Laura. I am super fucking high. I'm wicked high. Like, I think I'm more high. I haven't been smoking, so I smoked some really good shit today, and I think that right now it might have the better of me. Yeah, you got it. Alan Killian says, Coded Friend at 001, a great song for background is Coco Montoya. Never seen you cry this way before. Bro, email codedfriend.001@gmail.com and just fucking put a long list of tunes in. I don't care if you copy fucking greatest hit shit. I'll load that fucking thing up and just I'll make up a dozen different fucking SD cards so that we're not hearing the same shit all the time. I am high as a kite. Carte blanche, high as a kite. What did Laura Rader say that made you say that? Fuck. Laura Rader says, now I want a Whataburger, biscuits and gravy. Laura Rader says, duh, Coda thought everyone knew Mirrors is from the land down under. Everyone but me. But you know, some of these things just escape me. I'm smart. I'm not fucking, what is it? Omnipotent? Nope, that's all powerful. Omniscient. I'm not all knowing. I mean, I know how you could get that impression, but I'm not. All right, we're at 47 minutes, 48 seconds. We're looking for the spot where Shiz, this is, we're looking for the spot where Shiz claims she's seen Shuggy's military records. And this is from Coded and Shuggy Go Head to Head. 2,462 views. Not bad, Demon. That's a good count. I mean, unless you have like 60,000 subscribers, then it's kind of pathetic. November 8th, 2024. Here we go. Hello Baby was advised by myself and others in my side chat not to get deeply involved with Mandy, not to proceed with what she was doing. Hello Baby chose to do what she did. You titled your stream "A Victim Speaks Out." Hello Baby to this day, last night, says she's not a victim of anything. But see, it's the picture you're trying to paint that's divergent from the reality.
Someone who's been lied to and manipulated is a victim. Yes.
How she wasn't manipulated.
According to her and the screenshot she had, yeah, she was lied to and manipulated.
Whatever, Shiz. You're gonna look at it. The Demon's out there. No, Shiz isn't at all critical of Demon, who was effectively trolling Miss Mandy, an individual who you're going to get an overreaction from. He knew that before he started doing this. There's no critique of Demon's participation in this by Shiz. This is the fucking one-sidedness that's kind of bullshit, right? In the heat of the moment, you don't know if Miss Mandy really thought those things. She has a tendency to overreact. And you can't just change that on a fucking dime. You have to give that time. The mind is just like a fucking muscle. I know it's cliche, but if you don't exercise it, if you don't work it, it becomes desensitized and is not quick to fucking respond. If you feed it a diet of trolling like Demon, Shiz, and constant critique and all that shit, you're going to shove it down into a fucking reptile exist survival mode. Or if you do what we did here and gave her a space where people weren't going to be allowed to just jump on her, you can give her mind a break, put it at ease, and help it to change. Is it guaranteed it will change? No, not at all. But your way doesn't fucking do anything, Shiz. And these days of woke virtue signaling are coming to an end. And woke 2.0 is going to get smacked out of the fucking air. Demons set the whole. Who's responsible for what transpired between Mandy and Hello Baby? Ultimately, Demon and Shiz are, because Demon affected the troll. Shiz is critiquing the situation, but not looking at the initial impetus. Demon, ever, never critical of him. So the guy who's putting the fucking stressful, who's literally constructing the stressful situation, bears no responsibility whatsoever. I took responsibility, and then I got faulted for that too. So you can't win with these guys because they're not morally tethered to anything. Their God, the thing they worship, is their own belly, and they will feed it whatever it desires, and they will justify their actions by the feeding of the belly. Through your tunnel vision, and you're going to continue.
I'm looking at it through the evidence.
Shiz, Shiz, you're going to look at it through the tunnel vision of your narrative, and you're going to continue to take any small minor thing, like, can I borrow $20 for gas, and use it to fucking go after her. And you're not doing any
It wasn't just
good.
that, though. It was about
You're
the
not
behavior. She was
doing
calling
any
hello baby,
good.
lying and screaming.
Well, see, it wasn't just about that. Why don't you just admit that you're fucking wrong? You're trying to change the topic. So Miss Mandy was calling hello baby, yelling and screaming. It's a histrionic personality. Why do you expect that anything different would have happened while Demon was trolling that he was a couple doors down? Doesn't make any sense the way you apply standards to one side and not to the other. None of this would have happened if Demon hadn't been trolling Miss Mandy and literally constructing an environment to put her under pressure and make her fearful. And she overreacted. That's the outcome I would have expected. That's the outcome Demon expected. And then Demon monetized it. His God is his belly, and whatever feeds it is okay in his book. It's creepy for Jim Finch to pretend to be a dead 17-year-old boy, according to Demon. That's uber creepy. But it's not creepy for Demon to put on a granny mask and ask a 16-year-old boy if he could have him. Weird shit, guys. Weird shit. Everything I've done is about the behavior that was at WNN, not just Dan's behavior, Shuggy's behavior. Shuggy is a very highly perverted individual who has no problem joking about weird sexual shit that involved Becca's 10-year-old son. So, and it's not a one-off. It happened more than once. Shuggy's comment, but the buzz, I did a stream last night. Go listen to it. The buzz Becca. That's not me. That's Shuggy that gave her that fucking name. Becca's box of toys. That's Shuggy. So you need to take a look. Do I have the wrong? I might have the wrong one. This is November 8. You said November 9. My bad. We'll get back to that at some other time. Pass it again. PhD Tony, he's a fucking little prick. All right, streaming coded live, Bobby. Coded Shuggy go head to head. So if that was the 8th, where's my bully squad? Is the 9th? There is no November 9. But we were past the 48-minute mark, and could Shuggy go ahead to head? Need to take a look at what you're protecting, because that entire
How am I protecting
past behaviors? I'm not a fan of her. I don't even like her. The reason I gave her
30 to 50,
refuge in my side chat and asked people, which you never abided by, asked people not to come over and harass her there, was because I found out that she had, whether it's true or not, if she has a mental disorder that's histrionic, personality disorder, when she's pressed, and the way you guys have done to me on Discord, which I don't really care about. I've responded to a lot of your shit and I've amped it up. But Miss Mandy is guaranteed to give you an over-the-top reaction. So to me, it looked like she was being antagonized specifically because she was going to give that over-the-top reaction. As long as you're putting pressure on her, you're going to get vileness from her. And Kari T, you're very vile with your comments. I'm not putting you down for that. That's just a statement of fact. I want to clear this up. I don't like her behavior, her past behavior. I see progress in her since, you know, I gave her a space to just chill and make friends with people. You
But then
can't
she lied to and tried to con those friends out of money, though. That's not
hold
really
on.
changed
No,
behavior.
she did. No, she didn't. She asked Hello Baby to.
She didn't lie or try to con all those people out of money. She asked Hello Baby to borrow $20 for gas. That's one fucking person, one fucking instance. Way to wait for a pattern to fucking evolve. Dumb fuck. Shiz, you're stupid. You really are fucking stupid. And you're manufacturing this shit. You're manufacturing this shit to make an enemy, to try to create a Chili-like character so you can go after Chili, your Chili-like character, Miss Mandy, myself, anybody else. You want to create that same kind of character so that you can monetize your mocking and everybody can feel good because everybody knows everybody hates that person. And you think that justifies the behavior you do that you condemn when other people do. You do the same shit. You got played the way you play. Be cunning as serpents, gentle as babes. Borrow $20. It's a one-time thing.
She lied to Hello Baby.
Hello
for
Baby
months.
turned her down, Shiz. Hello Baby was advised by myself and others. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Hello Baby didn't even loan the fucking money to Miss Mandy. So there's a difference between grifting and attempted grifting. There's a difference between a request for help and conning. You need more than one fucking instance. You need more than one fucking person, Shiz. Because apparently Stan Hayes is starting to talk the same shit about you and your crowd. If you're out there, Stan, or you listen to this, I'll shoot you an email tomorrow. I'll see if I can get a stream earlier in the day where we can link up because of the back and forth in the side chat on, I think it was the last stream. People here are kind of interested in the backstory. So we're not taking sides yet, or at least I'm not, but I'm interested in listening to what you have to say, because in some of your side chat messages, I noticed you were describing behaviors that I have, firsthand experience with. So shoot me an email if you hear this. Otherwise, I'll shoot you one in the morning tomorrow. We'll see if we can schedule something. Others in my side chat not to get deeply involved with Mandy, not to proceed with what she was doing. Hello Baby chose to do what she did. You titled your stream "A Victim Speaks Out." Hello Baby, to this day, last night, says she's not a victim of anything. But see, it's the picture you're trying to paint that's divergent from the reality.
Someone who's been lied to and manipulated is a victim. Yes.
She wasn't manipulated.
According to her and the screenshot she had, yeah, she was lied to and manipulated.
Whatever, Shiz. You're gonna look at it through your tunnel vision, and you're gonna continue
looking at it through the evidence.
Shiz, you're gonna look at it through the tunnel vision of your narrative, and you're gonna continue to take any small minor thing, like, can I borrow $20 for gas, and use it to fucking go after her. And you're not doing any. It wasn't just good. That though. It was about you're the not doing she was calling any Hello Baby good. Lying and screaming. Well, everything I've done is about the behavior that was at WNN, not just Dan's behavior, Shuggy's behavior. Shuggy is a very highly perverted individual who has no problem joking about weird sexual shit that involved Becca's 10-year-old son. So, and it's not a one-off. It happened more than once. Shuggy's comment, but the buzz, I did a stream last night. Go listen to it. The buzz Becca. That's not me. That's Shuggy that gave her that fucking name. Becca's box of toys. That's Shuggy.
So you need to take a look at what you're protecting, because that entire
How am I
panel,
protecting Shuggy by saying hello baby was
the entire
manipulated?
panel at WNN was as manipulative as Dan. So why are you giving Becca a pass when she's repeatedly stated that she was sent
We
the
weren't talking
code?
about them though. We were talking.
Hold on a second. I want to hear this one more time. I shut Shiz the fuck up. She had no response.
He was
Entire
manipulated.
panel at WNN was as manipulative as Dan. So why are you giving Becca a pass when she's
Shiz got shut the
repeatedly
fuck up.
stated that she was sent
We
the
weren't talking
code?
about them though. We were talking about health.
Shiz had no comeback because deep down inside, she knows that every one of those fucking panel members is as guilty as Dan. She herself typed it into her own fucking Discord, along with Burns66, who now is ultra critical of codedfriend.001. I'm a vile person spreading the Shuggy narrative. Burns, am I the one that came up with the moniker Buzz Becca for Becca, or was that pervert posse Shuggy that did that? Did I come up with the Becca's basket of toys shit? No, that was Shuggy. And it was the side chat over here that molded it into Becca's box of toys. I'm the vile one? I don't know, Burns. I don't know. Maybe you could poll your 100 subscribers and maybe get the 30 of them that watch your fucking stale information. You don't even research or look into anything, dude. Your Wrangler weekly wrap up is just shit people said, a dozen people said about Wrangler a fucking year ago. Good on you, dude. You know why you're a failed rock star, Burns? And that moniker fits you very well. You have no essential creativity. You're a cover band guy. You play other people's tunes. You have a YouTube platform that's literally a fucking sleep aid. When you get morally grounded, Burns, and your vision of the world isn't you finding things to prove that you're right about your shitty attitude toward everything. You didn't bitch once when I talked the shit about Shuggy about chili. You didn't bitch one fucking time. It wasn't vile then. You see how you exposed openly for everyone your personal double standard? This is a medium with infested with shit talking shitheads, right? This is a fucking snake pit. Some of them are harmless garden snakes. Others are fucking pure vipers, right? I'm supposed to be as cunning as you fucktards are, but gentle with you. No, I haven't gotten physical with anyone. I've only spoken words. And you call me vile, Burns? While this sexual perversion shit and Shuggy, the guy you yourself in Shiz's Discord said you couldn't fathom how the rest of the panel didn't know what Dan was all about, and they backed up every fucking lie Dan ever told. You said the same thing I fucking said. Now you're bubble wrapping Shuggy, who's some weirdo pervert posse internet chubby chaser. Good thing for Witch, she's a fatty, but she's not fat enough for Shuggy. Oh my God. And the weird thing, Shug, is all this went on and still goes on while your wife's asleep.
5 days a week, you were with the Welsh News Network from midnight till 6 o'clock in the fucking morning while your wife slept alone, while you chased chubbies on the fucking internet and made perverted jokes about Becca. I'm the vile one right there. Burns 66. Vulgar is the proper term, not vile, vulgar. Maybe you should stop coded. Burnsy, maybe you should get a dictionary. Vulgar's the word you're looking for.
Hello, baby, and Mandy, and you deflected to a different subject, which
I'm
is
not
your preferred subject.
I'm not deflecting. I'm giving you examples of the same behavior under your fucking roof that you are
What
choosing
roof?
to.
Those
you
people
are
are not under my
choosing-
roof, sir.
You're protecting Shuggy. If you weren't protecting Shuggy, you and I wouldn't have been butting heads.
I was
It would
protecting
have
Shuggy
been-
because I had
it
seen his
would have been-
documents, and you were
There it is. She's protecting Shuggy because she's seen his documents. And now she admits she's protecting Shuggy. Shuggy, you're a fucking pussy. You're a big fucking pussy. You were a British naval officer, and then you worked for Intel Corp, and you have to have a woman protect you on the fucking internet. Another chubby, by the way.
and have been butting heads.
I was
It would
protecting
have
Shuggy
been-
because I had
it
seen his
would have been-
documents, and you were saying he was stolen valor. Again, I was using the evidence and operating under the evidence. Just because he didn't give you that evidence doesn't give you the right to lie.
But he announced.
I didn't lie, and if Shuggy made public claims, and if he doesn't want to publicly prove, if he doesn't show me the fucking records that apparently you've seen, Shiz, if he doesn't want to show them to me, that's up to him. But I'm not believing his bullshit stories until he fucking shows proof, because he's a liar just like Dan, and he validated Dan's non-existent military career and gave him clout and shit on veterans everywhere. You literally, Shuggy, you're Intel Core, right? You're smarter than the rest. You're an intelligence worker. And you verified the military career of a man who never fucking served. That's why I don't believe you. And wow, Shiz saw paperwork. Shiz isn't able to authenticate shit. And as we know, the paperwork went through Demon. Demons put up faked, forged documents, the Nikki G character, and the arrest records for John O'Day. I don't think the Garda would like to fucking see that shit there, Demon, while you stupidly connected yourself directly with Nikki G. You're so good at this, Demon. You don't know that you trolling me over me believing a lie led you to a point where you proved you're a document forger. You're fucking smart, Demon. Wow, you're really smart. As for hating on Burns, I'm not hating on Burns. I just think Burns is, I don't know, not qualified for the judgments he's passing. You know, that's just weird to me. That someone who does nothing but repeat shit other people said a fucking year ago, right? That's what you're doing. You're repeating shit people said a year ago. You didn't even verify any of it. You're just like, well, this is what everyone was saying at the time, so I'm just going to say it like it was fact. You're not a YouTube creator. You're a YouTube repeater. And your signal's really fucking late. I don't like the fact that Burns is giving me shit about the way what I'm talking about, who I'm talking. You don't have the right to tell me I'm vile because I talked about Shuggy in a way that Shuggy talks about people. Right? Counsel your friend. Counsel the dude you're bubble wrapping. You're not bubble wrapping me. You're bubble wrapping Shuggy. Go talk to Shuggy. You're his influencer, not me. He's not listening to me. We're going to get through to him, and all of the clownish people that orbit shit pile Shuggy
fecal freaking, the pervert, they just so happen to be the pervert posse from WNN who talked the same shit to me when I was exposing Dan, while everyone else was ignoring the Dan phenomenon and the Welsh News Network grift. Announced publicly that he did service. He didn't show any proof publicly. Okay.
Why would anyone give you their name after you threatened to kill
I didn't
them,
ask
Cody?
for anyone's name. I didn't ask for anyone's name, and I didn't threaten to kill Shuggy. I threatened to beat the shit out of him or choke the fucking life out of him.
What would satisfy you that Shuggy served?
I don't care about Shuggy's service anymore because there's no way.
You do bring it up.
No, but at the time,
on,
like that's what happened.
Shiz, I'm answering Demon. Keep quiet for a minute. The whole time that Shuggy was, I think Shuggy built up his military career. I don't think what the things he said he did is honest, if he ever was in the military. If Shuggy was in the U.S. from 2000 to 2020, when he claims he left, in a clip I played last night, he lived in Tennessee, right? Or Nashville, Tennessee. That's what he claims. So he was 33 when he went to America. He lived in America for 20 years. In a conversation with Dan, Shuggy said he started his military career late, that he had worked for the Department of Fisheries before that. So Shuggy was in his late 20s when he joined the Navy.
Okay, did everyone die?
He did just shy of 6 years. And so how did he fit a stint with the Navy, 6 years, and a stint with British Army Intelligence Corps and be living in the U.S. at age 33? His timeline doesn't work. And then he's continually saying that he never worked for British Intel. But there's that, there's conversations which have been scrubbed in the WNN stream record. You can tell because side chats are missing. And there's the stream where he was on Stoned Vet, where he had given Stoned Vet a challenge coin bought off eBay and a Zippo lighter. And he literally said he was like Josh. He said, Josh, like you, I did a stint with the Navy, and then I did a...
Listen to all the moaning and shit from Shiz in the background, because she doesn't want the facts to be told. Shiz wants little 30-second sound bites that she can react to. Mirrors says, I'll rewatch later. I won't listen to Burns being attacked. I'm not attacking Burns. Burns went after me in my side chat. I'm responding to Burns. I don't see, I've listened to some of his videos. I don't see where, I don't see any creative talent there. I don't see anything that's really that interesting there. If you think that's an attack, well, if Burns thinks he was attacked, he can let me know. If, if I hurt his feelings, I'll apologize. I don't know exactly where it was. 50 minutes.
What would satisfy you that Shuggy served?
I don't care about Shuggy's service anymore because there's no way.
You do bring it up.
No,
all
but at the
time.
time, like that's what happened.
Shiz, I'm answering Demon. Keep quiet for a minute. The whole time that Shuggy was, I think Shuggy built up his military career. I don't think what the things he said he did is honest, if he ever was in the military. If Shuggy was in the U.S. from 2000 to 2020, when he claims he left, in a clip I played last night, he lived in Tennessee, right? Or Nashville, Tennessee. That's what he claims. So he was 33 when he went to America. He lived in America for 20 years. In a conversation with Dan, Shuggy said he started his military career late, that he had worked for the Department of Fisheries before that. So Shuggy was in his late...
Hold on a second. I'll keep playing this. Let's not jump on Mirrors. Mirrors, if he's denying a little fact, it's okay. It's not that big a deal. I mean, he heard it. he'll come to grips with it. We don't have to over pressure him now. And Mirrors, you don't have to fuck off. I mean, Mirrors has been here for a long fucking time. Let's start get vicious. Cart, ease up.
20s when he joined the Navy.
Okay, did everyone die?
He did just shy of 6 years. And so how did he fit a stint with the Navy, 6 years, and a stint with British Army Intelligence Corps and be living in the U.S. at age 33? His timeline doesn't work. And then he's continually saying that he never worked for British Intel. But there's that, there's conversations which have been scrubbed in the WNN stream record. You can tell because side
50
chats are missing. And there's the very cool clip from I think those
You would
show any
The evidence, and you
wouldn't have been. You're protecting Shuggy. If you weren't protecting Shuggy, you and I wouldn't have been butting heads.
I was
It
protecting
would have
Shuggy
been-
because I had
it
seen his
would have
documents
been-
and you were saying he was stolen valor. Again, I was using the evidence and operating under the evidence. Just because he didn't give you that evidence doesn't give you the right to lie.
But he announced publicly that he did service. He didn't show any proof publicly. Okay.
Why would anyone give you their name after you threatened to kill
I didn't
them?
ask
Cody?
for anyone. He, but protecting Shuggy. You are
What
choosing
roof?
to.
Those
you
people are not under
choosing-
my roof, sir.
You're protecting Shuggy. If you weren't protecting Shuggy, you and I wouldn't have been butting heads.
I was
It
protecting
would have
Shuggy
been-
because I had
it
seen his
would have been-
documents and you were saying he was stolen valor. Again, I was using the evidence and
She just clearly says she's seen Shuggy's documents. Isn't that how Dan got validated? People behind the scenes saw Dan's records.
operating.
Like
Seen
they
his
were never
documents,
Dan's
sir.
records were never shown to the
Deflecting. I'm
public.
giving you. You are
What
choosing
roof?
to.
Those
you
people
are
are not under my
choosing-
roof, sir.
You're protecting Shuggy. If you weren't protecting Shuggy, you and I wouldn't have been butting heads.
I was
It would
protecting
have
Shuggy
been-
because I had
it
seen his
would have been-
documents and you were saying he was stolen valor. Again, I was using the evidence and operating under the evidence. Just
What-
because he
what-
didn't give you that
what-
evidence doesn't give you the right to lie.
But he announced publicly that he did service. He didn't show any proof publicly. Okay.
Why would anyone give you their name after you threatened to kill
I didn't
them,
ask
Cody?
for anyone's name. I didn't ask for anyone's name, and I didn't threaten to kill Shuggy. I
Can I
threatened
ask
to
you
beat the
this?
shit out of him or choke the fucking life out of him.
what would
Stop
satisfy
exaggerating.
you that Shuggy served?
I don't care about Shuggy's service anymore because there's no way.
You do
he
bring it
was-
up
No,
all
but
the
at the
time.
time,
Hold on,
like that's
hold
what
on.
happened.
Shiz, I'm answering Demon. Keep quiet for a minute. The whole time that
Look at Shuggy in the fucking chat. He was calling me stolen valor last night. You are stolen valor, dude. You didn't do the intelligence work. You claimed on Josh's program that you did the intelligence work for. You did not know Sarah Bryant. You did not know her. You knew of her. You didn't know her. You did not know her. And you said directly to Josh Shuggy, and we're gonna go through it. We'll get to it tonight. But you said that she, while speaking to Josh, you directed this statement at Josh. She could outrun, outgun, outbox you. Yet the military said in the findings and reporting afterward, which I somehow besmirched the character, a dead person, because I read a fucking newspaper article. Get the fuck out of here, Shuggy. The Sarah Bryant story, everyone in Scotland knows. You say you knew Sarah Bryant. You need to prove your fucking claim. Because then in your double down lie, you said you can't prove that you knew her. So we're just supposed to believe the word of the guy who verified Daniel Meredith Jones's non-existent naval career. We're just supposed to believe you, Shuggy. Please, here are your receipts. You
admit that you verified Daniel Meredith Jones's military career, Daniel M. Jones. You attributed that military career to Daniel Meredith Jones. You said on Demon's broadcast, this is how you verified Dan's military service. When you were on Josh's broadcast, you objected and said you thought you were persona non grata at Platoon Hard Drive because you refused to out a fellow serviceman. Dan was never a serviceman. How could he be your fellow serviceman? You were refusing to out a grifting fraud. And at that time, I think you knew that Dan was a grifting, convicted grifter, fraudster, and thief. Not by jury trial, not by judge trial, by Dan's own admission. You can't even appeal that. Laura Rader says receipts get sketchy when no one is allowed to see them. Exactly. That's exactly what Dan pulled. Shuggy has been validated to the same level of effectiveness that Dan was validated. He was validated by his pals behind the scenes, Dan. Shuggy was validated by his pals behind the scene, Irish Demon, a document forger, and Shiz. Neither of those two know how to read those documents. That's all right. There are Walter Mitty groups in the UK. I would love to hear about some Scottish twink talking about how he was associated with Sarah Bryant and knew her when he was retired from the military 2 years before she graduated boot camp. Code, Laura says, coded, validated by Becca and Hank, saying he showed them a veteran's card with his thumb over the picture. Exactly. Rebel says, my dog ate my receipts. That would have been a more believable excuse than any of the ones that fucking Shuggy has given so far. Right. Yeah, the only people who haven't seen it are the fucking military people. Is it your birthday, Bandit? Happy motherfucking birthday, bro. Is it really your birthday? All right, we're going to act like today is Bandit's birthday. I haven't been able to confirm it yet. Carte Blanche says, what gets me is that when they hear it from the horse's mouth and it's shown and is shown the receipt, they come back with, don't pick on me or someone. It's not your birthday? Damn it. Well, Merry Christmas. Well, Cart, these people they're not independent thinkers. They're not free thinkers. Burns's behavior shows that he's a herd animal and he's, grazing with the herd. Sorry. You call me fucking vile. You had zero objection when I said the same type of comments about chili. You ate it up and cheered it on. Now that same level of disdain is directed at Shuggy and you're calling me vile? I don't know, man. I don't get it. Vile to me, I'm vulgar. I'm definitely vulgar. I don't know about vile, though. Vile is pervert posse kind of stuff. Vile is, Buzz Becca. Shuggy's nickname for Becca. Vile is, a woman who admitted that her husband was verbally and mentally abusive toward her. When I called out Dan's abuse toward Becca, it was obvious that Dan was, very derogatory and demeaning toward Becca. And then Becca flies halfway around the world to be with a guy, and the guy fogs his face out of the picture because he's too embarrassed to be seen with a pervert posse member and a cuck, a fucking cuck. Anthony Caruso had no problem showing his face, but the boyfriend didn't. That's just fucking weird to me. I wouldn't put the picture up. If my wife said, I don't, I want my face blurred out in this picture and it was me and her, I'd be like, all right, I won't fucking post it then. I don't know if I would call Burns unhinged. He's just, he's caught in the fucking herd. And, sometimes herd members figure out that, oh, fuck, that's not a zebra like me. That's an actual lion. Right? I mean, if Burns lines up with the mental processes and the thinking and the morality of, you can't play Beatles, Laura. You get bounced. If Burns is caught up in the, the virtue signal, fucking herd mentality, we all have to fucking talk the same, think the same, walk the same. He's caught up in all that and has to follow the group. I can understand why he'd be calling me vile, but the reality, Burns, is you got to look at what you're defending here. I mean, look at it. I'm vile because I talked about Shuggy liking his a hot deuce being dropped on his chest. That's fucking comical, man. That's comical. Becca passed around between 3 different fucking guys in the 18 months she's been visible on YouTube. That's fucking vile. That's vile. Vile is the way, Becca and the fucking blurred-faced man's conversations on Skeptics Discord go openly. I mean, I'm not snowflaking or anything, but get a fucking room. No one wants to hear about the buzz. Or maybe the rest of those people do. I don't know. I didn't realize it was the pervert posse thread. And all Shuggy can talk about now is dunking things. Mostly crackers. See, here's the weird thing for me that kind of, as I was listening to the poop scoop last week, I kind of connected in my head that Shuggy used to do the WNN streams regularly, like almost every day from midnight, UK time till about 6 a.m, while he was pretending to be Jim Finch, the 17-year-old dead boy who had no pants. I keep forgetting that there was a point about dead Jim not having fucking pants while he lived in the graveyard with Uncle Shuggy, who in reality was broadcasting from midnight till 6 a.m, not in bed with his wife. Kind of fucking weird every fucking day, dude. And then was playing sidekick as a vampire character to a dead 17-year-old boy who had no pants and used to ask sexually provocative questions of the other players in the skit, Dan and Becca, who were his parents. It's kind of fucking weird, right? When you think about that, the dynamic there. Uncle Shuggy, the dead vampire uncle, Jimmy Finch, the pantless 17-year-old boy, frolicking around a graveyard together, while Shuggy's broadcasting, streaming through the night hours, not in bed with his own wife. But
Looking through the YouTube sphere for chubbies to chase. Victor B. broadcasting from a restroom. Let's not forget. There's a weird shitter thing with fucking Shuggy too. I mean, there's a weird shit thing going on with Shuggy. The poop scoop. Shuggy's broadcasting, streaming from a fucking men's room. Laura Rader says, I'm not into golden showers or poop ploppers. My kink is mostly being entertained by shit stirs and no kink shaming. I think it's funny to kink shame. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny to kink shame. Victor B says, haha, hashtag fecal freak indeed. Blanche claims to be a shit stir. Get it the fuck out of here. I never would have guessed it. It's a good thing you told me. Laura Rader agrees. Victor B's laughing. Bandit 2804 says, oh, it's Rebel's birthday. Have a great one. Is it Rebel's birthday? Let me get my background tunes rolling again. All right, we should have background music in a moment, unless my speaker went to sleep. Oh, there it is. December 4th was Rebel's birthday. What day is today's? Like the 6th, isn't it? 5th. For Cart, it's the 6th. See, I got my head on Cart time. All right, so let's jump. We're done with this. Did we cover what we needed to cover here? Who cares? Let's jump to we want to see the finality of the Josh Shugman interchange where Shuggy's fatness bubbled out from the shirt collar. Shug, when you gain weight, you got to buy new clothes, dude, especially the dress stuff. Josh got a new dog. If you haven't been keeping up on Fine Fix Finish, 1 day ago, Josh put up 2 little dog videos, a 16-second video and a 14-second video. Good luck with the dog, Josh. I'm a big dog fan. Let's hit the lives, and we're looking for November of 23. November 23. I probably should have flipped this around. Two months ago. All right. I know I'm dead airing again. Let me, well, I'm going to have to do a lot of scrolling here. Laura or Cart, do either of you still have the link for that broadcast? FW watches real vets talk. Sweet. I found it. All right, so we finished out with Josh telling the. I'm going to back up just a little bit because I think there's some stuff that I want to get a different angle on. Put a little pause on the Sade in the background. Get this shared up. And this is Fraud at Wrangler Watches Real Vets Talk, and also at KFAR at WPNS 1752, 965 views. This aired originally on November the 7th, 2023. So at this point in time, Shuggy had known since May of 2023, June, July, August, September, October. So Shuggy had known for 5 months, almost half a year, that Dan was a convicted fraudster and thief from a food bank. Piece of shit.
Oh, they're the best ones. Oh, no, hang on. Hang on a second. You know what, Josh, you know what a schmooly flare is? Right, parachute, illumination flare.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we had a very, very good dinner in Germany. Wait for it.
Yep.
And absolutely pissed as fuck, right? Absolutely shit-faced. And we had a long 100-foot corridor, passageway where all the bedrooms were. It was a mess. And we put a schmooly at one end. Or rather, sorry, a bottle of champagne.
This is the flare. He's acting like Shuggy didn't do any of this shit. There would have been severe disciplinary action if this even fucking happened. Shuggy had, repeated or will, after this story, repeat Josh's, having said that the screen shared, it should be shared. Carte Blanche says, screenshot me, lurkers. Shuggy had said, or Josh had said, that the absence of the, cleaning latrine stories and, drinking and then just having someone punch you for no fucking reason, though it was those non-existent stories for Fraud at Wrangler that kind of threw up Josh's radar. I would remind everyone, there are no stories like that between Shuggy and Dan. There are no Shuggys, voluntarily talking about some weirdness that happened in the Navy. There was none of that. There was none of that camaraderie events with people. There was none of that talk by Shuggy or between Shuggy and Dan at all. So that same red flag that popped off for Josh with Fraud at Wrangler is now, it's something I've been aware of with Shuggy for the whole time I was watching Shuggy and Dan interact. There were none of those fucking stories. There was Dan's bullshit stories about Dan's best friend from the neighborhood getting his brains blown all over Dan's uniform. You weren't defiling all vets, all service, all military guys, Shuggy, that suffered an actual traumatic event like that, watched a friend get killed in service to the country, while Dan just sat there and bullshitted about it, and you just well, that's terrible. Oh, you can't question Dan about that because that would be a disgrace to the family. Get the fuck out. You covered all his fucking lies, Shuggy. All of them. You want a receipt? The receipt is you on Witch of Hearts stream and on Mark the Sarcastic Lawyer stream backed up Dan's unwillingness to tell that story or give any details of it because it would be detrimental or degrading to the family. It never fucking happened, dipshit. And you helped quash questioning it on some fucking virtue signal grounds. You're a dope, Shuggy. Intel worker. You're a fucking idiot.
At one end, and held a shmoolie at the other. And the game was to try and hit the champagne bottle with a flare. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh.
And guess what? But guess what? Phosphorus and water don't mix.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't at all.
I was about to say,
Well-
like, all of this sounds like you're about to blow up your barracks.
If I was a chemistry major, I know. Yeah, phosphorus and water don't mix. Yeah.
But these are the stories that make our service, not the real down to earth fucking killing people. That's part of the job. It's a
Shug, 18 months with Dan, you never fucking told that story or any story like it. You told the story about a garden gnome. I take that back. You told the story about a garden gnome getting taken and sailing around the world with the British Navy, which is not your story and you had no fucking part in. All that shit that was missing that threw up a red flag for Josh is also missing in your fucking background, Shug. Because you were sworn to secrecy and you can't talk about any of that until you start blabbering away about it like you did here on Josh's stream. Prior to this, you were saying, I'm sworn to secrecy on my military career and I can't comment on Dan, whether Dan was a soldier or not, because Dan's we're both sworn to secrecy. We can't talk about any of this. Then you start fucking talking about it because Josh, a real vet, has said several times, and you've heard it over months, that it's the absence of these day-to-day stories that throws up a red flag and caused him to question Wrangler's military service. The same thing is true of you, Shuggy. So here you are, probably coaxed along by Shiz, and this is what topics to touch on. You probably been prepped on ahead of time, Shug. This is rehearsed shit. You did not know Sarah Bryant.
Only in the flare. It's the shotgun on a broken bicycle. It's painting the beagles red, white, and blue. It's fun. That's service life, isn't it?
Yeah, it's when
The mundane bullshit that we did in between things we had to do.
Yeah,
and we had to make it non-mundane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was like, that's when you bond. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like just, for like James workout, it's like, you don't get big in the gym. You get big when you rest. I mean, you got to put in the work at the gym, but your muscles build. And that's when your bonds build. I mean, maybe you're probably like, no, it's not like that at all. But
no, I'm in shape.
100%.
I'm in
But,
shape.
I mean, like,
I'm in
the
shape.
story is
Brown's in shape.
before he disappears, right? Is that it was like the story I told, I think it was with Wally or whatever the other night. Is when I was on a sub and one of my lieutenants was so worried about like losing weight that when he slept, we cut his fucking belt, right? I was on with you, Stone. I told the story about how we cut his belt.
That was fucking hilarious. Yep.
That's the shit.
Shuggy never told a fucking story like that in 18 months with WNN while he was sitting side by side conversing with what was presenting itself as ex-naval officer who Shuggy validated the guy's career, but he never served with the fucking Navy. Intel Corps, huh? Now I understand your statement that the British Navy lost its intel. They must have gotten into rowboats and just rowed off in different directions.
Those are real vet stories, right? It's not the combat bullshit and all this kind of stuff. It's the stories when, you're going through, oh my God, like shellback ceremonies or whatever, right?
God, the shellback.
It's day 7 on passage, of a 10-day transit. Where
Shuggy changed the subject real quick here. The shellback ceremony, in case people don't know what it is, it's a little mock ceremony to the god Neptune. And it's a ritual that seafaring men go under when they cross the equator. Until you've crossed the equator, you're considered a pollywog. not fully developed. So, there's a weird rite of passage that goes on when you're on a ship and you cross the equator. Shuggy wants to get off the topic really fast. Watch how quick he jumps topic. The shellback ceremony would be a perfect thing for a naval guy like Shuggy to talk about with a Marine and another naval guy, but Shuggy wants to get off it really fast. Pay attention.
Shellback ceremonies or whatever, right?
God, the shellback.
It's day 7 on passage, of a 10-day transit, where shit is really bad, and it's another daily fucking grind. It's a Sunday, and you're still fucking working.
So they were about to talk about something specific, Navy Tech and Josh, and Shuggy blew it up. It's generic. No, it's just a hard day, and 7th day of a 10-day passage, and it's Sunday, and you're still working. They were about to talk about the shellback ceremony, which would have been pretty interesting to hear 2 Navy guys and a Marine talk about it. But I get the feeling that one of these guys isn't really in the Navy and doesn't want to talk about Navy stuff.
Passage, of a 10-day transit, where
The shellback
ceremony through, oh my God, like shellback ceremonies or whatever, right?
God, the shellback.
It's day 7 on passage, of a 10-day transit, where shit is really bad, and it's another daily fucking grind. It's a Sunday, and you're still fucking working.
Yeah.
Ship life. So, this is the thing with like KFAR and all that. Ship life sucks. Like
no, it doesn't.
Oh
no, it
God. Oh, I fucking hated it. I'm like,
well,
man,
you're a Marine, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, true. I mean, all we did was like
you
work out.
Brits on ships get fucking alcohol. I don't want to hear another goddamn.
That's true. I tell you what, I always liked Poland. I liked when the Brits were Brits. We were in Japan. We had Brits and Aussies, and then the Japanese, and then us, and we were playing soccer. They set up the sports shit, whatever. And then playing rugby. And the Japanese guys are just smaller. It has nothing to do with like what they were just smaller, and they're playing. And then like our team was like me and like 3 other dudes that knew how to play, that had played rugby before. I played in high school, and then I mean, I only played for a couple of years, and it was in high school, but at least I had played before. And then just like Marines that have been like on ship, and then the fucking Brits and Aussies. I mean, the Japanese guys would get hurt every game. I mean, there was like the joke was, how many is the ambulance going to come once, twice, 3 times? They'd come get them, woo, like cart them off. It was so funny. I felt so bad because it was just like playing dudes that were just like we had just been on ship for like 30 days. It's all Marines anyway. We're all just fucking working the fuck out. That's all you do on ship as a Marine. It's so
especially
boring.
on LHAs and all that kind of stuff, like the Gator. All y'all did was fucking work out.
Yeah, and tan. Work out and tan. We're like,
exactly.
That's why we hated the sea.
Shuggy doesn't look like a guy who's ever worked out in his life.
Hated the SEALs so much because we're all doing the same. We're fighting for the same amount of fucking tan and glory.
Well, the funny thing was with the Brits is that when I was in, I think it was was I in Antigua or Panama? I can't remember. But we had a British ship pull up, right? And the Brits decided that night when I was coming back to the ship, right? They decided they were going to do a fucking, just get naked and fucking jump in the ocean.
Hands to both.
There is a
right
thing with
fuck it. And I tell you what, though, one thing I will tell you right now, against the Brits and the Canadians have a better aspect of drinking than the Brits do. And it's scary.
We don't drink it easy.
Wait, did you say Canadians do?
Yes. And I'll tell you this because I had a personal encounter with a Canadian warrant officer, right? And he said, "You want a Canadian shot?" And I said, "Yes." He poured whiskey, tequila, and vodka into a fucking Dixie cup, drank it himself, right? And said, "This is a Canadian shot."
That sounds terrible.
No, I took it. I fucking took it, right? Because I was at my branch chief's house, and I was like, I took the shot. And he's like, "You're an honorary Canadian." I was like, "Cool." And then I ran out the fucking door and threw up in the fucking.
Oh yeah, I mean that's how it's. I feel like if you were drinking with the Brits, the only difference would be somebody would punch you. You know?
Probably, yeah.
It's like the same shot. It's like a nonsense, but somebody's hitting you.
I tell you what, like the Canadian, like this Canadian warrant officer, this motherfucker drank a fifth before coming to work in the morning.
But I mean, hang on a second. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Right, you guys have got it completely wrong. So before 1977, we had the daily toss. So we would give our young sailors, like Kfar, aged 18, a triple rum. Right, really good idea. And they're driving these fucking great warships down the ocean, pissed as farts on a daily tot of rum. So we then decided, right? So we then decided that we were going to scrap that Black Friday, go over the top. So they give the guys 3 cans of beer per man per day for the junior enlisted. NCOs get 3 pints a day. Senior enlisted get 3 pints and a toss a day. Okay, you pay for it, but you're allowed to drink.
Yeah.
Officers, of course, officers unlimited, of course, because we're shit-faced. And I mean, and the whole reason was that the warships were becoming modern and complicated. So let's get even more pests and drive them around the ocean. Fucking makes no sense. I mean, you guys got it completely wrong.
No.
Because I told you to get bad.
As a linguist, I wanted to serve on a Brit ship or a Brit sub because y'all gave your senior enlisted, which the E6 apparently you guys as a senior enlisted got their own fucking.
Well, what do you call it? What do you call E6? So chief petty officer.
Oh no, y'all call it chief petty officer. It's the first class petty officer in the Navy, right?
But yeah,
So,
well, we go seaman. We go seaman, leading hand,
right.
petty officer, chief petty officer, warrant officer. Now then, in branches, chief, there are charge chief and various other bits and pieces depending on the branch. Like the fucking engineers go stupid, right?
Yeah.
But normally it's just chief petty officer, warrant officer, and then you go officer, which is terribly smart.
Like the E6 in the Navy was equivalent to your chief petty officer, right, for the Brits. And
so what about maybe 8 years in, 9 years in?
Yeah,
about that time. Yeah. Okay.
I did 21 years in.
No.
But get to that rank, 8 or 9 years.
Oh, it took me 10 years to get the E6.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was right. Fuck off, I was right. Fucking submariner.
I know.
I'm not a submariner.
He's a linguist.
No. You're a sludge mariner. I'm sorry, you're a sludge mariner. Can't stand. You're 4'3". You're perfect size for a fucking submarine.
I wasn't.
I mean, where'd you fucking creep?
I had my dolphins on 5 foot goddamn 8, motherfucker.
Damn it. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I don't think the British military would appreciate the indications by Shuggy that the whole crew is blackout drunk at all times. Laura Raiders is not sure the Royal Navy would appreciate a warrant officer claiming the whole crew is blackout drunk at all times. I was muted. I'm back now. Rebel says that's why they couldn't sink the Bismarck. Shh, that's a code phrase. Something happens to Shuggy when a certain officer of higher rank yells, "Sink the Bismarck." Bandit says they used our battleships in the Iraq War, undetectable on radar, made of wood. Is that Canadian battleships?
We'll fight about this, but, we'll fight about proper English too. Come on, bring it on.
Oh, fucking hell. Bring it, bitch.
Bring it, bitch.
Oh, God.
It's 30. Hey, by the way, Navy, it's 30 you, right? Fucking 12 years commission rank is 30 you. Thank you.
Shuggy had 12 years commissioned rank. He was only in. I mean, how long was he in for? Did he ever give us total dates? He said like 91, but then he said he was out in 2000. That would be a little more than 12 years there, Shugster. I don't know, man. The timeline doesn't. And then you say you've been waiting a year to make this little fucking braggadocious remark.
I've been waiting a year to say that.
Why didn't you just fucking say it to Dan, you dumb motherfucker? He wasn't even in the military.
It's 30. Hey, by the way, Navy, it's 30 you, right? Fucking 12 years commission rank is 30 you. Thank you. I've been waiting a year to say that.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Laura Raider says C4, miss. B9, miss. E2, damn, you sunk my battleship. My son and I played electronic battleship while we were on airplanes in between countries during our July vacation. Thanks for bringing that memory back there, Laura. Yeah, that might be Shuggy's naval career battleship. Like, there are times when I think Shuggy's just a meth head in a basement, fucking with a long-haired admiral tutoring in heraldic studies as a coping mechanism for some mental fucking disembodiment.
Hey, well then, here you go.
But listen, on a serious note.
Carry on, sir.
Hang on.
Oh, wait. I want to do this right fast. Let me get on cam.
Fuck, hang on. Just wait. Wait.
Where does it go?
What are you doing?
Does it go this way? Does it go that way? Does it go this way?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Are we playing that game? Are we really playing that game? Hang on a second.
Playing a game.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Thank you. Fuck off, you bastard.
This is what
So, on a
vets
serious
do.
note,
This is what vets
Exactly. But on a serious note, this weekend, no Wrangler. This weekend's about those that gave all. And no Wrangler. Let's be vets. Let's take our.
Laura, hang on a second. I'll fast forward to the. We're at 2:33:28. Where's the shoot? Did we already get to the Shuggy in a suit shit? I think maybe we did. Go back. Come on. No, we did miss the Shuggy in a suit shit. Where are you, Shuggy in a suit? It was before Navy Techs went down, right? I guess we'll just have to play to get to it. I don't see it there. I don't see it anywhere. All right.
Time, mentally and physically, to remember those who didn't come home. I'll be on parade on Sunday, and I'll be proudly wearing regimental headdress. But anyone that comes on stream this weekend, wear regimental headdress. Let's remember those who didn't.
No one wore regimental headdress that weekend. Shuggy's just fucking. You're not a leader, Shug. You're not a leader because people don't follow you. You had to be in the military to be a leader because the people under you could get severely punished if they didn't follow you. Outside of that environment, you're not a leader, Shug.
Come home. Fuck Wrangler. We'll show you what it fucking means to be brotherhood. Sorry.
Rant
over.
No, that's it. That's perfect. That's a fucking great idea. I was listening to him tonight before I got on, and I was like, I was finding myself getting fucking so pissed off at the guy. Like, I mean, just not like, but just way more than I should. I'm like, why am I listening to this? Why am I paying attention to this dude? And I don't mean forever, but like everything. What's that?
If you were drinking, he was fucked.
Oh no, yeah. Well, that's the thing is like I he kind of doesn't get it, and I don't mean like I'm a dangerous person. I don't, but it's like, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not gonna win every fight, but I'm gonna be in it. Like you're gonna get hit. I'm gonna get a hit, and with him, forget it. Forget it. But yeah, that's the thing. If I was like had been back in the day, I would have been like, how far away is this motherfucker? Like.
Well, but it's that, Josh, it was that stream when you got pissed at who it was in the chat. I can't remember who it was now. That was just hysterical. She was so contrite afterwards, and so oh my fucking god afterwards. It was brilliant.
Oh,
brilliant.
I didn't like that. It was
Kurt. It was Kurt.
Who?
K-E-R. You mean tonight's stream?
Yeah.
You mean tonight's stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Kurt. It's K-E-R. Like, women shouldn't serve in combat. Women shouldn't be in the military. Yeah.
Wait. I didn't say that, did I?
No,
she did.
Oh.
She did when you kicked her because she was being a fucking bitch.
I don't know that I kicked her out. I didn't block it. I don't, because I watch on the StreamYard, so I don't even block anybody. But
one of the best corporate. Hang on, but one of the best corporates I knew was an analyst, one of ours, and she was the first female star in Afghanistan, Sarah Bryant.
Shuggy blatantly says he knew her. That he knew. He states it twice.
Hang on, but one of the best corporals I knew.
One of the best corporals he knew. Shuggy was out of the military before she even graduated boot camp, let alone became a corporal. Shuggy's full of fucking shit.
Was an analyst. A corporate.
StreamYard. Kicked her out. I didn't block it. I don't, because I watch on the StreamYard, so I don't even block anybody. But
one of the best corporate. Hang on, but one of the best corporals I knew was an analyst.
One of the best corporals he knew was an analyst, not she was a great analyst. He's saying as a corporal, she was one of the best he knew. And she also happened to be an analyst. The military findings in the investigation clearly stated that she was improperly trained. So what other you've said tonight in this broadcast, Shuggy, that this past broadcast, you said these things in November of 2023, that the Royal Navy was perpetually drunk. Now you're saying that one of the best corporals you knew in the military had been deemed undertrained. And as a result of being in improperly armored vehicle in the field, died instantaneously when the vehicle ran over either a mine or an improvised explosive device. So she was improperly trained, the Ministry of Defense said, or was investigating. She was improperly trained and improperly fit, material-wise, armor-wise, gear-wise, vehicle-wise. In fact, the British government had put out an indication to civilians or civilian workers that they should not travel the roads in Afghanistan in the exact vehicle that Sarah Bryant was in. Yet she was one of the best, right, Chuck? What does that say about everybody else in that fucking military?
One of ours, and she was the first female star in Afghanistan. Analyst.
The only reason Shuggy's bringing up Sarah Bryant, and this is not a statement about Sarah Bryant, this is a statement about Shuggy. I think the loss of Sarah Bryant was tragic. I think it could have been avoided. I think Shuggy attaching himself to this service personnel who died in Afghanistan in combat, a place probably Shuggy's never fucking been. I think Shuggy attaching himself to Sarah Bryant for clout, the way Dan made up a story about his best friend getting his brains blown all over Dan's uniform. I think they're both stories drawn from the same bullshit fucking bowl of punch. You're just telling stories, Shug. And you're openly admitting now in your double down lie about how you knew her before she entered the regular military and was auxiliary is fucking bullshit. Total bullshit, Shug. If it's even, I mean, if it's even true that she served in the branch and at the time that you say, because you showed no receipts for that, you just made statements. And then you said you can't prove that you ever knew her. So why are you attaching yourself to her? If you can't prove you knew her, how well could you have actually known her? You may have known of her, but you did not know her. That's another Dan style lie for clout. Oh, look at me. I'm Shuggy. Shitter number 4, clogged again. Get a move on, soldier. Clear that clog, Shuggy.
Didn't block anybody, but
one of the best corporate. Hang on, but one of the best corporates I knew was an analyst, one of ours, and she was the first female to die in Afghanistan. Sarah Bryant. She was fucking amazing. she could outrun you, outbox you, outshoot you. Fuck, she could do 11 months underway, 10 fucking months underway. Fucking lightweight. But she could, she was brilliant. Josh, I'm going to get you back, dude.
Yes, Cart. He said that my reading of the newspaper article, I believe it was The Guardian, and reading what was written in the newspaper article that she had been under-equipped and under-trained was somehow me besmirching her reputation. Besmirching Sarah Bryant's reputation is when some shitbag drunkard associates himself to her when she can't say, yeah, I did know this fucking weirdo, or no, I never knew this fucking pervert posse weirdo. And attaching yourself to her for clout, Shuggy. This is a shitbag move. And you can't even prove you ever fucking knew her. What we can prove is that you left the military in 2000 and she didn't graduate boot camp until 2002. So how could you have fucking known what a great soldier she was? Able to outrun, outgun, outbox Josh. Get the fuck out of here, Shuggy. Shit talking motherfucker. Drunk, dumb fucking liar. Sue me, prick. Sue me, prick. Sue me, Shuggy. I'll get your fucking real name. Sue me.
Boy, for too long, man.
Yeah. No, it's all right.
Bubba,
6 years.
I'm glad you came
I
up
don't
here.
wish.
I'm glad to know you.
Oh my God, for sure, dude. I'm really glad you're seriously, and I'm really glad
finally the Navy has a voice, unlike the fucking Marines who get the trailer factory.
Yep.
I'm just.
Well, I mean, the real Navy is already here, so
No, you're right. I'm here. You're correct. Absolutely. I mean, when were you formed? 17 something.
Yes, he does say that. Carte Blanche says I was going to wait till he got to those. He talks about her again. Shuggy said he worked with her. She was one of the best analysts he knew. Yeah. Yep. Yet he was retired before she came out of boot camp. Shuggy never knew her as an analyst. Shuggy never knew her, period. Lying sack of shit.
golf. We go back and say something else.
No, we were already here because we improved upon what y'all thought was a Navy. So
No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't.
yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Oh look, there's let's talk about Iraqi freedom. Oh look, there's the Gulf. There are mines in the Gulf. Let's go to the Gulf and no fucking minesweepers. You pricks.
Look at your submarines compared to ours. I'm just telling you right now, we have.
We can't find ours. We can find yours.
Buddy.
God damn.
Sorry, Navy. You can walk into that one, man.
That's because
Jack Snapdragon. You're becoming. Oh, Jack, are you Crack Pipe McAddicts? Is that your new sock account? Jack Snapdragon McFisticuff. Look, settle down, Jackie boy. It's your first time in our side chat. Your account was created days ago. Settle down. Settle down. Pay attention. Sucko.
that's the best fucking time with each other. I'm telling you,
I've missed it.
Shit ever.
I have missed it, and this weekend will be great.
Bandit 2804 says, McIdiot, what do you think Jack Snapdragon McFisticuff is McIdiot too? McCrackpipe, McGlasspipe. You have a couple different fucking nicknames here. He doxed my name. And then he got, I think, put in dumb bitch prison and probably told by Shiz that she'll never trust him again. That's the way it works, dude. You don't talk until the boss tells you to talk.
She's on the guys again, but this week, I've missed these guys.
There's an open, we have an open panel. Please come on, because I would love.
Well, the problem is
for sure.
the timings are wrong. The timings are all wrong.
Please come on.
This week, I've missed.
Here's where Shuggy says, Tax invites Shuggy up. Tax says he wants to get a challenge coin too from Shuggy. See what happens, Shuggy? Now you have to buy friends. You don't get to make friends. Then Shuggy plays the victim. Shuggy's persona non grata.
There's an open, we have an open panel. Please come on, because I would love.
Well, the problem is
for sure.
the timings are wrong. The timings are all wrong. But I found you. I'm up. I'm going to London today. Fucking a 4-hour train journey, and I've got to read. I've got to read the King's speech debate from the House of Parliament yesterday. Fuck's sake! I'm going to be asleep by fucking Carlisle. Fuck's sake.
You got something going. You're a big deal.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, bigger than me. I'm not doing. I'm hanging out. I'm going the other way. Like
Jack Snapdragon McFisticuff. It's a real nursery rhyme name. Instead of being a you can just type fucking retard. Instead of being a fucking snake pussy, why don't you bring him up here and talk that shit to his face? Shuggy won't come up here. Shuggy's afraid of me. He's been afraid of me for almost 2 years. Carte Blanche says it in the side chat. Hashtag Shuggy is a coward. Hashtag Shuggy gets bubble wrapped. Shuggy won't go anywhere unless there's 4 females in front of her. Chubbies. And Shuggy only goes the direction they go in because he forgets he's afraid and just thinks about chasing the chubbies. Carte Blanche says, in the Coded and Shuggy go head-to-head stream, Shuggy said he never said he was British military intelligence. He was British Intelligence Corps, yet on this stream, Josh says British military intelligence. Well, Shuggy had also said, like you, Josh, after he got out of the Navy, after he got out of the Marines, Josh went Army intelligence. And Shuggy says, like you, Josh, I went Army intelligence. So, I mean, Shuggy can't remember the shit that he said in the past. And he says his stories also always have, variance in the tellings. So it's easy to suss out when he's fucking lying, which is a lot of the fucking time.
Like you're doing the, in the sense, your weekends hanging out with the, the higher side. I'm going the other way. I'm hanging out with Marines that like beat each other with like traffic signs and shit. Like,
Jack Snapdragon McFisticuff were reacting to what has been said on streams. The only reason Shuggy's not here is because Shuggy won't. He's here watching probably, but he won't let it be known because he's a fucking pussy, dude. Go next time. Wait till Friday. Go listen to last Friday's Poop Scoop stream. That's all Shuggy does now. He does a stream called the Poop Scoop on Friday nights on Mark. Here's your plug, Mark. You fucking need it because nobody's watching your fucking shit. It's Mark the Sarcastic Law Student is the YouTube channel. It's a Friday night. It's the only thing they do. It's a Friday night live. It's called the Poop Scoop, and Shuggy will be there talking shit about me. He's reached a point where he won't say my name, but he alludes to me. They have little nicknames for me because Shuggy's a pussy and Shuggy won't say my fucking name. So you are wrong. I am here trashing him. I'm trashing the things that he said because he says shit that isn't fucking true, dude. And he validated the non-existent military career of the WNN host, Dan, where Shuggy appeared on that stream on a daily basis. Shuggy validated the non-existent military career of Daniel Meredith Jones. You can't trust anything Shuggy says. Shuggy's a dumb motherfucker. Shuggy's a liar for clout. Shuggy wants to be known. He wants to be a celebrity. I'm just helping him get known for what he actually is. Burns would like you to think I'm vile, when the reality is I'm vulgar. Shuggy is vile.
Some would say that's going up in the world, trust me.
yeah, no.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
and I'm comfortable with it. I made a career out of being comfortable with those dudes and, and brief and hire. I was fortunate that I found a profession that I could, there's just not many professions where you can be like, I'm friends with legit killers and with dudes that brief, that set fucking policy for.
So Shuggy just yahed Josh's statement that Josh knew legit killers and briefed policymakers. He knew people that did both. Shuggy saying, yeah, he does too. But then he says, no, I wasn't British military intelligence. I was intelligence corps. And then Shuggy says he was at a SIS, SAS. I can't keep track of the fucking, 3-letter fucking alphabet soup shit in England. But he met Stella Rillington in an elevator on Curzon Street, in a building on Curzon Street, which is where, British intelligence is located. But Shuggy he had nothing to do with any of that. Now he says. But back when he was telling these stories, completely different. So, Mr. Snapdragon McFisticuff, why don't you figure out why Shuggy can't tell stories that are consistent with past statements he's made?
That's policy. It's like, yeah, it's a
some migrant mates back in the day knew what color the boathouse was and knew where the fucking boathouse was too.
Yeah.
And they're walking through with Hereford accents. I mean, they were mad. Do not drink with 22 Reg. Do not drink with them. They've got fucking hollow legs.
Bro, don't drink with the fucking. I drank with the SEALs one night when I was in my early 20s. Yeah, no.
I'm surprised you made your early 30s after that.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a night he lost his virginity. Those guys, did they take their shirts off? SEALs are so into themselves. They're just. I was joking.
They were like pointing me out like the one.
They're great. By the way,
they're
they're
funny
great.
fucking story. I got fucking drunk with them at the Mucky Duck in fucking DLI, right? We got on to practice with them and getting back to the Mucky Duck. Like, oh hey,
Look, Shuggy doesn't. Just like Dan didn't know the buildings on Dartmouth campus. Shuggy doesn't know the name of this bar.
Funny fucking story. I got fucking drunk with them at the Mucky Duck in fucking DLI, right? We got on for practice with them, and we went back to the Mucky Duck, and they're like, "Oh, hey, you know, we know you, right? That girl right there, you need to dance with her." And I knew who the fuck she was. She was a goddamn lieutenant whose husband was out of the fucking.
Jesse VR says, "Is he referencing Dan with the boathouse stuff?" Josh was using it to bust Dan's balls a little bit.
The fucking the university in DLI, right? And they're like, no, you got to go out and do this. We're gonna give you shots. Go out and do it. And so I went out and danced with her, right? And it was so fucking awkward, and I loved it because they're like, no, you got to do this. You're enlisted. She's a fucking lieutenant. Fucking do this shit. And I was like, cool, bro.
I was in Afghanistan when the hit on bin Laden happened. I had zero. I say that I was on the other end of the. Is that? Whoa! Did you just show yourself?
Hang on.
Oh, look at this guy.
There you go. Where's Laura Rader? See that fat neck busted out of his collar? I wish I could make that bigger. Here, I'll screenshot that. And we'll use that with one of the ballerina title cards. Hold on. I'm getting our future screenshot. Fat neck Shuggy. Fat neck Shuggy. Oh, wait. I may be able to. I think I can potentially. Where did that save to? It's a good thing I can't fucking see it all. I don't know where that's saved to. Shit. Da-da. I'll find it when I go to the Intermezzo too.
All six at one. Stop. Right, can you see that?
Can
you see that?
Oh, is that? Whoa! Did you just show yourself?
Hang on.
Oh, look at this guy.
No, right before the camera. I got to slow that.
Hang on.
Look at that double chin hanging there. Is that a blue tie with a black suit?
Oh, look at this guy.
All six at one. Stop. Right, can you see that? Hang on.
Oh.
Shuggy's fucking waistline is wider than his shoulders. He's a fat guy. Oh. Shuggy's a fat guy?
Look at this guy.
All six at one.
It's right. It's right. As the camera moves up and you go from the belly to, you can see the hang of his suit jacket. Like his shoulders are way out of proportion with his belly.
Oh, look at this guy.
All six at one.
Oh, look at this.
Right there. See the bend in the tie right here? And how the jacket doesn't quite hang right. And the waist is wider than the... Yeah, he's a fat boy.
Guy.
All six at one. Stop. Right, can you see that?
Can you see that? That's crazy.
Yes.
Like, you're so British.
That's crazy. I beg your pardon.
Dude.
I'm British. No. What a silly idea.
I tell you what, one thing I will tell you right now.
As soon as Navy Tax commented about his Britishness, Shuggy shut off the fucking camera.
Is that every time I got a chance to wear the red flower, I did in my military uniform. When they allowed me, when I was active duty, to wear the red flower, I did. Yeah.
That's the poppy.
Shuggy.
The poppy flower, yeah.
That gift, I'm definitely getting this fucking set up. That gift is like fucking cool as shit, man. It's
Well,
really,
I'm really upset about the lighter because you haven't mentioned losing your lighter for weeks now. I bought that specifically so you wouldn't fucking lose it. And you now stop losing lighters. I give up. I can't win.
I know. I know. I finally got it. I was like, this is ridiculous. The way I operate without light. But then that said, I did forget the lighter tonight.
Josh, here's the thing. If you trust me, DM me your real address. Otherwise, give me a PO box. Either way, up to you, dude. Entirely up to you.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I love
I'll
it.
do both. I'll send my personal, I'll talk to you or send it on Discord or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll hit you. I'll hit you up there. And then I'm
you
going to set up a PO box also.
Because people want to send you stupid shit.
Rebel says, go back to the table. Was that a pile of white powder? The Rebel says, it was the challenge coin. Sorry. Could you imagine Shuggy coked up? That's fucking crazy. You'd have to lock up all the chubby girls.
You know.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I didn't know how I felt about that at first, but I'm kind of like digging how it all. Bro, how it all sort of works.
You guys being on YouTube, you reach like the entire world, right? So we have this amazing aspect, like Shuggy coming in and being British and well, okay, right? But there's other people that have cool stuff, and they can send you things. So
we're all mad.
Yeah, and that's what's fun. And like,
oh, for fuck's sake! It's pissing me. Oh, it's all your fault, Josh. Fucking pissing the rain. Oh, fuck!
And see, I made a point about you don't. He's got he claims a 4+ hour train ride to London. He'll be asleep by Carlisle, for fuck's sake. I made a comment that, you don't suit up for a fucking 4-hour train ride. You put your suit in a garment bag, you wear relaxed clothes, you get there early, you fucking change. It's that fucking simple. Now, Shuggy is bitching because it's pissing down rain outside. Well, if you had cash clothes and your suit in a garment bag, it wouldn't matter if it was fucking raining outside. See? I really don't think you were a member of any group that had anything to do with intelligence work.
It's so funny. I get all growing up, I was the kid that got blamed because I didn't get like in a ton of trouble. And so, like, I mean, with my parents, I would get in trouble a lot, but my parents weren't like, well, they weren't around much, but it just not a whole thing. But they all my friends knew, if they just blame the pack of cigarettes or the can of Copenhagen or whatever, this is Josh's, they'd be like, well, that's terrible. It lasted all the way through the Marine Corps. My buddy who's the colonel at the Pentagon now, who I was talking about earlier that I've known since he was a Lance Corporal. He's got this fucking story. He needs to tell it. He tells it best, but him and I were out one night and he was with his long-term girlfriend and he wanted to stay out because he didn't get to go out all that much. And I was like, dude, I'm crashing out. We lived in Southern California, whatever, after parties. So he's like, I'm going to go to the after parties, after hours. Like, oh, okay, cool. I'm heading home. So he goes and he's like, oh, it starts raining and there's this huge lifted truck and so he's like, oh, I should sleep here. I shouldn't sleep in my car because I don't want a DUI. I should sleep.
Dun, dun, dun. Carte Blanche says, I just Googled dress code for the Royal Navy for the King's speech debate, and they are all dressed in uniform. Shuggy, once again, defeated by Google. He'll come up with an excuse. Instead of wearing his dress uniform, he's wearing his dress suit for the train ride. That's probably what he'll fucking say. Not that makes any fucking sense.
He crawls underneath the truck, realizes how dumb of an idea that is, gets out, but he's in like his collared shirt. It's like, so now he's like got grease and shit all over him. He ends up sleeping for a bunch, goes home, and his girlfriend is like, where the fuck have you been?
Thanks,
and why are you all fucking dirty? Mind you, he is a captain at this point. He's in charge. He's a battery commander. He's in charge of an artillery commander. He's like going on to fucking great things. They're promoting it. He's like going to, and he goes, Josh wanted to play ninjas. It's not my fault. And she goes, and instead of going, you know, Rich, that's fucking ridiculous. And what does that have to do? She goes, what the fuck is wrong with him? I'm like, how? I've never in my life wanted to, well, I mean, you know, I guess except for a profession, to play ninjas. And I'm like, her thing is not like, well, that's ridiculous. Her thing is like, no, what's wrong with me? I get blamed for everything.
Remember the day and the night I got my crows tacked on?
You what? Pro check? What the fuck's pro check?
No, crows.
Crows, the rank.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know I have it. So
Isn't it called the same thing in the British Navy? Shuggy, you're not looking good in this one. We might have to revisit this a third fucking time. We just tugged on the loose string about Sarah Bryant. Now the whole fucking canvas is coming unraveled. Shuggy doesn't know much for an intelligence guy.
an accent, it's hard for you Brits to understand, but yeah, I got
Well,
my crows tacked on.
Navy, I've just got back from 20 years in Nashville, Tennessee, so I know the South. And you know, but see, I don't wear crows. I wear pips or rings.
Well, I mean, are you always dressed that sharp? I mean, we're pretty casual, you know.
No. So here's the thing: I'm semi-retired, and I am.
Guys, I have to bow out. So.
Shuggy's semi-retired. What were you doing in the States for 20 years that you had to scramble so quickly to get out? Pulling your children, Shuggy, out of fucking school. Where, I mean, you said your son was a minor son. You left the States, which you claim you had lived in for 20 years, before you made that statement about your son. So you uprooted your son from his educational background, his friends, athletics, all of that, academics, and ran home to Scotland? Why? And if you lived in the States for 20 years and your son is still a minor in 2023, 2024, that means he was born in the U.S. That would make him a U.S. citizen. Why would you uproot him from his homeland to go to some foreign country that really nobody wants to be there? Odd, Shuggy, odd.
So I apologize, but I have to leave right now.
No.
So.
But I'm pursuing opportunity in London. So I go down
it's something else. I have to leave, so I apologize.
No worries, dude. Hope everything's okay, man. Oh,
hey, what a guy!
I think Navy techs right there realized Shuggy was full of shit. Hey, man, I gotta go. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Josh, he was the guy that you were dishing on in Wrangler's chat the other week, and he's seen the light, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, what a guy. And I'm glad he explained to you that, you know, even the newest bosun's mate does actually steer the fucking ship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's what's so.
Look at Shuggy getting digs on Josh. Ooh. Woo-hoo. Why didn't you just explain it to him when he was going at Kfar about it instead of, you know, letting him say things that weren't right? You didn't help him out, Shug. Why? Double agent for Dan. Dan. Intermezzo time. I'm going to refresh my buzz and either get a fresh cup of coffee or I may have a hot cider instead of the caffeine. 9 minutes. I'll be right back. Van Morrison on the way in, if you only knew. Let's hear Van opine about the spirit for a moment. We'll be back in 9 minutes.
When you're giving up hope and you're down in despair. When you're giving up hope and you're down in despair. When you're giving up hope and you're down in despair. When you're giving up. And you sit in your room and you're all alone. inside for a while. So help me, Angel. Oh no, never let spirit die. Oh no, spirit don't ever die. Oh no, never let spirit die. Oh no, spirit don't ever die. Spirit don't ever die. Then you go inside for a while. And you turn to the wall and you turn inside for a while. You turn it around and you follow the road that'll get you back out. And you follow the road that'll get you back home. And you follow the road that'll get you back out. And you follow the road to get you back home. Oh no, never let spirit die. Oh no, spirit don't ever die. Oh no, never let spirit die. Oh no, spirit don't ever die. Say. Don't ever die. And you keep walking on. And you keep walking on. Spirit in your soul. You keep walking on. And you keep walking on. And you turn it around, turn it around, and you turn it around, and you turn it around, you turn it around. Oh no, spirit don't, ever die.
All right, let's get this Shuggy. I'm here. Thank you, Raton. Good to see you, bro. When did you get in? We should schedule a little chat time to go over the chili fiasco. And I'm glad he got his channel back and going again. Somebody please go grab Chenille Valor. Who the fuck be that? All right, let's get back into this. I think I got to reshare here. Share screen. There we go. And we're running.
I mean, it's really funny, especially like saying that, like people were, I mean, they really do put a person. I mean, that's the funny thing is they do put a dude in front of like a junior guy in front of a in front of this big thing and be like, hey, whatever.
But within limits though of the officer watch will actually calm the ship and say, go there, and he will give him wheel orders. Port 35, steer, whatever. But honestly, at sea, the bosun's mate in the Royal Navy on the wheel, steering the ship for a 4-hour period, might just have left training last week. Seriously, that young, that experience.
Well, that's awesome. Are they still doing? I mean, I can't imagine are they like actual? I don't really know because I also didn't spend much time on the bridge of. The most time I spent on a bridge of a ship is when we would ship. No, on the bridge, on the ship takedowns. We call them visit board seizure. We come in because I was the comm guy, so me and the command direct action platoon commander would sit at whatever, take over the thing. But I mean, I was always a junior enlisted dude on. I mean, well, I guess I want a staff sergeant. I think I maybe as a staff sergeant or staff sergeant, but I was always just an enlisted guy. We never got up on the bridge really. I mean, you go up there, pass through it, but I don't remember seeing they don't really do a thing anymore, right?
No. Our wheel on one warship was about a foot across, 6 inches tall, and a W. It's minute, and that's the older ship. The newest ships just have buttons and levers. It's amazing. It's insane. But listen, did you ever see the Lockerbie bomb battle damage assessment?
No.
All right, Shuggy's got some shit to say about comments that were in the side chat and that I made about about the Lockerbie bombing report. Shuggy claims that I claimed he wrote it. I don't think I made that claim.
Did you ever see the Lockerbie bomb battle damage assessment?
No. I mean, not.
Bomb, Logan.
You know what I mean?
Bomb.
Yeah, I know the plane. The Libyan plane. Yeah.
I have been filed from Lockerbie.
He won.
Oh, no kidding.
I'm getting Lockerbie now to get the trade,
Oh, wow. So if anybody doesn't know in the chat, he's talking
about the trade. Filed from Lockerbie.
The plane. The Libyan plane. Yeah.
I have been filed from Lockerbie.
I thought Shuggy brought this up because one of the bombers just died. Let's see if closed captioning can help us with this fucking marble-mouthed motherfucker.
You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah, I know the plane. The Libyan plane. Yeah.
I have been filed from Lockerbie.
Oh, no kidding.
I'm getting Lockerbie now to get the trade,
Oh, wow. So if anybody doesn't know.
Did Shuggy say he lives 10 miles from Lockerbie? Fucking Shuggy. Goddamn. Giving it up. So Josh wanted to talk about the transfer of goods ship to ship, and Shuggy jumps to the Lockerbie bombing. Like Shuggy, it's really seems like Shuggy doesn't want to talk about any naval shit.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
insane. But
Yeah,
listen, did you ever see the Lockerbie bomb battle damage assessment?
No. I mean, not.
All right, so the closed caption isn't rendering this well. Shuggy asked Josh if he ever saw the Lockerbie bombing assessment. Final damage
But
assessment.
you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah,
And
I
I
do the
want to
plane.
say,
The Libyan plane. Yeah.
I
The
am
plane that.
filed from Lockerbie.
Oh, no kidding.
I'm getting trained.
Did Shuggy say
yeah.
he
I am
lived
getting
it?
filed from Lockerbie.
Oh, no kidding.
I'm getting trained Lockerbie now.
Did Shuggy say he lived it or he lives there?
You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah,
And
I
I
do
want
the
to
plane.
say,
The
I
Libyan
am
plane. Yeah.
I
The
am
plane
getting
that.
filed from Lockerbie.
Oh, no kidding.
I'm getting trained Lockerbie now to get the trade. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So if anybody doesn't know in the chat, he's talking about Libyan bombers. I think it took them a long time to say it was Libya, but right? And then they blew up a plane
Officially,
over
yes.
Lockerbie. Yeah.
And I want to trick the bombers just died.
Engine room has the final say where the boat goes. Do I know? Oh, yeah.
Jobs for what? Well, and then
So just for the record, the Lockerbie bombing happened in '88, I believe.
navigator will direct where it goes, but a junior seaman will actually steer and move the rudders on a 4-hour basis.
That's interesting. One of the things with him with Kfar that fascinates me is everything he did. Well, first of all, he's not lying, and I never was saying he was lying. Those guys do, but it's just funny how he just won't say, yeah, we did all of this shit. We did all of it. I don't know. I don't want to get into the Kfar thing, but really one of the most fascinating parts of my first time on ship was realizing that it's a junior enlisted guy fucking steering the fucking boat. Like,
It wasn't major bombs. It's the Type 23 frigate, HMS Argyle. We were 4,500 tons. Small, I know, but we were a very decent ship. We had 175 people on board. So you can't pick and choose and leave out the newest members. Every man is a firefighter. Every man has a job to do. But where you can get on Kfar is there are seagoing jobs and a lot of jobs alongside. Alongside, you can paint job. I absolutely agree with you. But underway, his job was to get that platform from A to B in a fighting state.
Yeah.
So I kind of alongside, have a go at him all day long. I'll join you. But at sea, you've got to give it to him, I'm afraid.
Oh, I mean, the truth is, I would normally give it to him. Half of the reason I go after him is just his attitude and just sort of what I know it.
Why would British Intel Corps or Intel Corps, because if you don't get the name exactly right, Shuggy fucking wets himself. Why would Intel Corps, which is a part of the British Army, why would they have anything to do with the Lockerbie bombing, which one would think would be an Air Force issue, as it happened in the air in a plane? Why would the Army? Just cloud shit, Shuggy. You're just picking big events from the fucking news.
Irks him a lot when I say it. So I'm really just, I mean, the truth is, it was weird being a Marine on ship because we don't do shit. Like, but it's everybody in the Navy, literally everybody who's there is chipping in some sort of way. Like everybody is used. And then, we would have, as a junior, when I went like as a Lance Corporal, the first time I was on ship, I had to do like mess duty and mid rats, and all that kind of shit. Like we get picked for that kind of to help out. And that's when I mean, obviously with mess duty, you're helping the cooks or whatever, but most of our guys got put with, you wanted to get mess duty generally, mid-rats.
See the detail in Josh's stories? They seem real. Shuggy doesn't have any of that. Shuggy wants to talk about big events that, were in the fucking news. Not the day-to-day grind shit that Shuggy confessed earlier is where the bonding and the valor is. It's amazing.
Because otherwise you're helping the BMs, you're helping the KFARs of the ship. And that's just hard fucking work. I mean, you're not, like doing the on-rep stuff, and KFAR he talks a lot about doing the on-rep. Those are really dangerous. They're really cool to be a part of, truthfully. Where they got the lines going across from ship to ship and all that shit. Like, and everybody is out there. I mean, all the Marines, nobody is in their rack. Everybody is out there fucking helping, getting mail, getting food. It's fucking cool.
What you don't know about that is one of the most dangerous things you can do. Is what we call a RAD, replacement at sea. You have got two huge vessels, 100 feet apart. So what's happening is the Eurotype is for a tree effect. As you drive forward, you're compressing all that sea into a very, very narrow channel. And what it wants to do is pull those two fucking ships together. That's all it wants to do. So you're not the other ship. And it, as you say, it's one of the most amazing evolutions you can do. I love it.
And it was the flags plus, like, you get to see like the Navy like really as a fine-tuned machine. The flags are fucking going. It was so cool. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they still use the flags and all that. It was really really cool.
But did you see how you passed the first line? You got a fucking great dildo which you put on the muzzle of a rifle attached to a string, and you fire it over the bow of the other ship. That's how you do it. It's fucking brilliant.
It's fucking cool. Hey, Shug, listen, brother, I'm gonna let you go, man. I gotta get some sleep.
I'm driving this. I really enjoyed this. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I did too. No, I really did too.
This weekend, be safe mentally as well as everything else, right? It's gonna be a tough weekend for me.
Yeah, you too, brother. And I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up on Discord now, and I'll let you know for sure. When we'll run a panel or whatever. I'm for that'll happen. I'm sure.
Yeah, but again, regimental headdress is required. I know you don't know what regimental headdress is because you're a second-rate nation. But for us, it's cat badges. None of this MP tattoo crap. It's fucking cat badges.
No MP tattoos allowed.
Dude,
I agree.
Well, I get it. Thanks for having me. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, brother. Be good, man. Be good. Oh, shit. That was seriously awesome.
So that was Shuggy's interaction with Josh, November 7th of 2023, 5 months after it was revealed to Shuggy that Dan was a fraudster who defrauded and stole from a food bank charity as a local low-level politician. And he referenced Dan as a fellow serviceman. Thank you, Josh. Thank you for getting Shuggy to talk. We are in your debt. So we can call it a night at 2 hours and 40 minutes, or we can move on to, I think we should give the Waterhead his due. The previous installment of the Poop Scoop, episode 24. 113 views. Holy fuck. Mark the Sarcastic Law Student has 1,110 subscribers. No, I can't check that here. Jimbo Felch, I believe, because of the presence of Pope Phil on his fucking Jimmy Felch, somebody in the Discord popped up. I don't know if it was from Finch's LinkedIn page or his it was a copy of a portion of his resume or something. But you know, Finch claimed all these years of expertise in Finch claimed all these years. Sorry, I was reading the side chat. Finch claimed all these years of expertise and, you know, platform building and all this other, you know, internet shit, AOL, blah, blah, blah. Jim Finch has 3,000 subscribers, 3,000 plus. And if you look his account up on the Washington State Dead Subscriber Database, 6% of Jim Finch's subscriber base is active. Jim really can't regularly break 100 views on his shitty show. So we should probably take a little peek at Felch. I mean, out of the WNNers, right now, Felch is poised to be the grifter. And then hopefully he'll get caught and, you know, reputation trash. But he has that same 6% active subscriber base at 3,000 subscribers that Welsh News Network had when it had 11,000 subscribers. So the rise in subscribers, the bot rise, may not have been the work of Miss Mandy and may have been the work of Jim Finch, who it looks like structures the way he operates the same way that Miss Mandy's been called out and accused for. But, you know, he's getting a pass on this shit too. It's weird. Really fucking weird. Let me get this shared up. We'll do a little intro of it. Poop Scoop episode number 24. Fuck you, Coded. Wow. Oh, wow. Terrible. This has 113 views. Was streamed on November 29th, so a couple days ago. Wow, you're killing it over there. I don't know, Shuggy. Doesn't seem to be much action going on.
Hello. So I hear you're on the way from Manchester to Stonehaven.
Well, had we started on time, that would be true. But I walked in the door about 5 minutes ago. So as we're now late, the answer is no, I've just made it back.
Okay.
But had we started on time, Phil, you would have been absolutely correct. Yes.
Bloody amateurs.
How was the drive?
Wet, cold, and long, but good.
That's what she said.
Pope Phil is a ghost.
Yes, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
In honor of Thanksgiving.
Yes, I am.
Hold on to this. Griffey has Griffey. Okay, what have I missed? We'll go back and listen to the replay, dude. Just pay attention. Try to fit in. Be so fucking stupid all the time. Carte Blanche says Shuggy couldn't shut the fuck up. Yep, that was a reference to the Stoned Vet PhD stream. Carte Blanche says she agrees, I believe, with my statement that thank you to Josh for keeping that dumb motherfucker talking. Carte Blanche says, and I believe this is directed at Griffey. I hear you like putting people in the back of paddy wagons and going 100 kilometers per hour and slamming on the brakes at Griffey. And Griffey responds at Carte Blanche exaggeration. I would say it was more like 97 kilometers per hour. You know, Griffey, you typed all that shit in a fucking side chat, you know, trying to look like some fucking rogue tough guy cop who, you know, used to put a spare tire and lock a fucking arrestee in the back of the paddy wagon and, you know, drive down the road slamming on the brakes, going over bumps, you know. Bro, you blatantly portray yourself as an abusive person. You were fucking bragging about it in the side chat. Don't come over here and start acting fucking schmarmy like you're above your fucking bullshit. Look at you, just like Dan, judge, jury, and executioner. Sad, Griffey, sad. But you, Shuggy, and Dan are, you know, forever linked now. And, you know, Griffey, to be honest with you, I'm assuming it's you in the picture. Maybe I'm wrong. But there's Becca put up a picture with Anthony Caruso, the fucking cock boy. And it looks like Becca's sitting on a person's lap, and that individual, I assume it's you. I could be wrong. Maybe it was some other guy she flew to Australia to see. You blurred out your face, or you had your face blurred out. Are you ashamed? You're in the club with Shuggy Dan and yourself, the three known members. I'm sure there's other members, but yeah. Oh, I got to hit a hot cider down the wrong pipe. Wow, that almost came back up. All right, let's, while I try to recover my voice, let's have a little listen to the Poop Scoop, episode 24. Fuck you, Coded.
In honor of Thanksgiving and in the spirit of Thanksgiving, he is a poultrygeist. Yeah.
I hope everyone.
A poultry guys.
Oh my God, this
I've
is
been
cutting edge
working on so
humor.
many turkey puns the last
This
couple
is
of days.
right here, the death
Yeah,
of
keep
American
working.
radio
Keep
in the
working.
Speaking of insane,
1980s.
we
It was
have
boobs
a
like
couple of
this
special
that
guests
fucking
tonight.
killed it.
We have Insane Lane. Hello.
Hello, insane thing.
And
Very brave
we also
going
have
on
somebody
camera.
who everybody's going to recognize. We have ourselves a Lucy.
Insane Lane is not an attractive man. Woman, sorry. Thing. It, them, they. I don't fucking know. Are we done with this pronoun bullshit yet? Shuggy, of course, I had Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds up to, I don't know, talk shit. But she's not a chubby chick, so they doubled up on the female presence in the absence of Judy, you ate this, and everything else in the fucking pantry. And they got Insane Lane. Look at that. Shuggy. Then there's comments, there's sexual comments between Shuggy and Insane Lane at the very end of the broadcast. So that's the teaser for tomorrow. If you want to check it out on your own, feel free. But we will cover it tomorrow. Yeah, there's a little talk about knob polishing between Shuggy and Insane Lane. That's when it hit me. Shuggy's a chubby chaser.
Hey guys.
Lucy.
Hello, sweet. The colors.
Yeah, Judy wasn't able to make it tonight, so I wrote these two in to just help us to take the piss out of some people.
No, wait a minute, you bastard. When I can't make it, you two just carry on without me. When Judy can't make it, you gotta get two people to replace her.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
Gotta have that
That's
female
that.
energy.
Well,
yeah.
and I'm just a bitch.
what's your point?
That's what I get called on a daily. Sorry.
My mom gave me and my friends bitchcraft lessons. They still pay off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of it. I embrace.
Griffey, yeah or no? Are you a fucking Klansman? You a white supremacist? Well, that shit doesn't really fly well with me. And Logan, I need a slurp filter and a swallow filter. Griffey, come on, dude. Tell the truth. Are you a fucking white supremacist guy?
It's my bitch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You bitching all up in here.
So anyway, what a week it's been. What a week it's been.
Yeah, it's been a week waiting for you bloody two to turn up.
Oh.
I had a valid excuse. Phil didn't. There you go.
Oh yeah, what was your excuse?
I was driving north to Stonehaven from Manchester.
At this
I was
time
in the car.
It's nearly 1:30 in the morning.
But I got a late notification that someone wanted to have a cup of coffee, so I drove down, and then drove back again.
Well, I have a valid excuse. I was doing the most American of all things.
Watching football.
Eating fast food?
Yeah, watching football, otherwise known as taking a nap.
Hey, now. Hey, I'm just glad my team won. That's all I care about.
On the good games tomorrow.
Hang on, who are they playing?
I completely forgot it's a big football weekend.
Yeah, who?
Hello, Linda Borham. Borum? Is it Borum? I know I always say your name wrong. It's been a minute. Good to see you.
Your team playing.
Oh, well, okay. So, so the Cowboys played the Giants, and my thing is, if they seriously lost to them, I would have been. You guys could have heard. You would have heard me screaming everywhere. That would have been embarrassing.
Thank God for that. At least it wasn't the Eagles.
No, God, no. Heck no.
I'm contractually obliged by YouTube marriage contract to say, "Go Birds."
Oh. No.
But tomorrow's the good game. All the local, all the derbies. So the Iron Bowl and everything else tomorrow.
Why would you, Griffey says that, coded friend, no, I'm not. Okay, that's good news. It was a reply to Carte Blanche. Why are you saying you have the fucking hoods? When you put those comments in the side chat of other streams about locking people in the back of the paddy wagon with a spare tire and then, driving at speed and hitting the brakes. Did you do those things, or were you just blabbering on more fucking nonsense? Right? I mean, if you're going to tell stories like that, you're going to get the reputation that comes with those stories. Are you bullshit, or are you for real? Yeah, you said you had hoods. Griffey says that coded friend.001, your friend Carte Blanche said I was in the KKK. Yep, she did say that. And your response to it was that you have 3 hoods. Do you want one? That would kind of acknowledge that you are a member, So I asked you a straight up question. Thank you for answering if it was the truth. It's hard to tell with you because you tell a lot of these tall tales. Carte Blanche says, Griffey, I have screenshots, NCR and Caruso doing worst towns. Guess you can't remember, just like Shuggy. Logan Sandman says that, Griffey, you would not be saying that if you were with the real Becca right now. Yeah. Griffey says at coded.001, your friend Carte Blanche said I was in the KKK. Yeah, and you responded in a way that would acknowledge you were actually in the KKK. Writes on, says, oh, that's cute. Mark the law student said, go birds, referring to the Eagles. So nice of him to support his YouTube wife. Fly, Eagles, fly. I don't think Mark really knows much about sports. Griffey says that coded friend.001, so you do not get humor. Now, I don't get that kind of humor, right? I don't think that Cart was joking. So, you know, your response was not humorous. Here's how humor works, Griffey. You set a premise, right? So you kind of had to lead it. Your responses aren't jokes. That's just how you weasel out of these weird fucking statements that you make. A properly crafted joke, you set up a premise with an expected outcome. And then the punchline is that the punch is not what you were expecting, right? I've seen the comments you make around it and the tough guy talk you do, and, you know, Cart's question fit the persona you try to set for yourself. Why would you? Oh, you're making a joke out of yourself. You're doing a good job, Griffey. Griffey really wants to be my friend. I don't know, Griffey. You kind of backed up Dan and his bullshit. Now you're sloppy seconding his girl. I mean, come on, dude. You're not, you're really not, your behavior. I've seen no behavior out of you that will put you in the trustworthy category. Carte Blanche says he is for real when amongst similar minded people. You say the truth. That's not a humor, wanker. Wow. It's a strange. I know. Look, I know. I get it. NCR News and Caruso both individually are insane bore fests, and there's something that happens when you put them on the same stream that makes it even more fucking ham-handed and boring. And you were in the side chat for a Worst Town stream that they did together, but maybe you were sleeping or sleepwalking or heavily medicated, or I don't know, but you were there. Jesse VR says, well, it sounds like Becca is staying true to her type. Like, right? None of these people, none of the WNNers, the pervert posse kids, none of them have changed their behavior. The same crowd that was vehemently defending Dan is now vehemently defending Shuggy. And the same shenanigans are being pulled. Nobody's seeing receipts. It's a couple of special people behind the scenes. Demon, a document forger. Shiz, a fucking airhead. Jeez, are you nervous, Griffey? Why are you having trouble typing? Uh-oh, cart right out of it. I'm still suffering from my hot cider miss swallow. Carte Blanche says you are a BS twat-faced wanker, Griffey. I don't think Cart really cares for you, Griff. But, you know, I've seen the things that you claim you've done, and you're not really a likable person. Writes on, says that Logan Sandman. I remember when Dan got heated with you for flirting with Becca. That was embarrassing for Dan, of course. What a fragile little man. Griffey says that coded friend.001. Thanks. I'm a funny person. No, you're not really. You really aren't. At least I don't find you funny. And the way you're always trying to kiss up to me, it's kind of turns my stomach a little bit. Carte Blanche says my Aussie side is really coming out today. Yeah, it is. Logan Sandman says that writes on. Were you there on Mandy's Discord when she kicked me off for using military grade swear words to Dan? Did that happen recently? Yeah, Mandy doesn't want that fucking horse shit over there. Kind of weird that Dan can behave himself all of a sudden. Maybe Dan's on medication. Maybe Dan, did the shit he did, went off and fucking saw a professional and got his medication tweaked. Who knows, man? Got to give the guy a chance. Shuggy's all mad. 6 minutes into this broadcast. We're coming up on it right now. Shuggy's going to claim that I've announced that I'm giving Dan a pass. It's fucking weird. Oh, no, that's 6 minutes in on my stream. Got to remember that when he says it.
I believe. Saturday. Are we?
I need,
Yes.
I need to see if my TC is playing tomorrow. I gotta look.
Yes, the Iron Bowl is tomorrow. My beloved Cyclones play the dreaded Cats of Kansas State. If we win, we're in the Big 12 championship.
Here comes Shuggy in his all-knowing about America shit.
What? What have I done now?
You're supposed to be like really anti-America or whatever.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right. I disown America, apparently.
Yeah,
you do talk a lot of shit about America, and you did when you were with Dan, because you were his little fucking yes boy. Or you were playing yes boy while you were really fucking orchestrating the grift, which I think might be the case. Which I think is why Dan is back on YouTube, and several people, myself, Demon, even fucking Tuna Slay, the fucking idiot, have fucking confronted Dan. You just sit in the side chat like a fucking tutu wearing pussy ballerina, Shuggy. I'm sure if Laura Rader were here right now, she would be agreeing that Shuggy is the biggest pussy we've seen on YouTube. A lot of people have confronted Dan while he's come back to YouTube. Not Shuggy, though. Not Shuggy.
America.
Yes, you too, you son of a bitch.
So somebody did a live stream the other day. And the first half was him apparently proving I.
Shuggy's afraid to say my name. I'm in your fucking head, motherfucker. You are afraid of me. Shuggy's afraid to say coded. I've worn down that fucking Discord fucking cacophony of fucking bubble wrapping hens down to fucking nothing. 2, maybe 3 left. PhD Tony is one of them. The first guy to say stop interacting with Coded is still fucking interacting with me. While 25 people have fucking thrown their arms up and given up. You're running out of bubble wrappers, Shuggy. I'm going to wear them all down like a fucking crayon on a hot day. And then it's just going to be you.
I was a liar, allegedly. And the other half of it was a really weird panel appearance by Messy Mandy.
Why can't you just call her by her name there? Fucking shit on the chest, Shuggy. Griffey says, at Carte Blanche, thanks for the wonderful words. I will treasure them. That stuff like that, too. The disingenuous shit, like
Cart did something wrong to you when you've been doing nothing but talking shit and passively aggressively playing the fucking snake. That's disingenuous snaky shit there, Griffey. If you can't handle the heat, you don't belong in the kitchen, bro. You move along. You play good cop while everyone else is cackling away. Dude, you can see you coming from a fucking mile away. It's no wonder why you got fucking shown the door. Right, Son says that carte blanche, but he may have even met Becca's deceased husband. Imagine. All that shit was a lie. And these people fell for it. Hook, line, and Royal Navy anchor. Exactly, dude. Exactly. And now they're sticking up for Shuggy with nothing more than the same evidence they had with Dan.
Yes, it was. In fact, I saw that part.
Okay.
I didn't watch his channel. Did you notice, in the video I did the other day?
More disingenuous lying bullshit. He actually pulled clips from it. Listen to what Mark the Waterhead says here.
Okay.
I didn't watch his channel. Did you notice, in the video I did the other day?
Yeah.
He was like, nobody watches your poop scoop, Mark. And then he shows his screen of the last 6 poop scoop episodes, and he's watched every fucking one of them.
Yeah, I have, dipshit, because I want to watch, because you're the defray the remainder of the WNN Griff squad. Part of it went to Finch. Dope Phil is the bridge between Finch and you guys. There's you and there's Jimbo Felch. Becca's not doing anything. Hank's not doing anything. So the WNN Griff just split into 2 factions. That's it. Most of what's over here in the Poop Scoop squad are you people who backed Miss Mandy for a long fucking time. And Mark, you've openly admitted that you intentionally hurt people, not a person, people, to benefit Miss Mandy. Right? So you're not trustworthy either. You're just another shitbag, passive aggressive, second man who rats out everything he knows about the person when the ship is going down to avoid taking responsibility for his own actions. It was more than shiz you did harm to intentionally, Mark.
There you go.
Okay, so everybody but nobody but him. Nobody but him watches it, is what he meant to say.
But thanks for the view.
No, what I meant to say is 113 views is nobody, dipshit. Like, you're always like, oh, you're commenting about my streams, but you're claiming you don't watch them. So what's your commentary worth? Either you're lying and you do watch them, or your commentary isn't worth shit because you don't know if you're commenting about what I actually said or not. You don't watch it. And you guys are victims of the fucking don't comprehend what's being said, can't really remember it, refashion it in a way that it fits your narrative and is attackable, and then you go after that. At least I'm doing you the courtesy of actually listening to you before I say something about what you said. You don't do that, Mark. That's why you come across as the fucking dumb guy almost all the fucking time.
Appreciate it.
And the awful thing about the Mandy appearance was the fact that coded in that portion of his show mentioned the fact that he was going to give Dan a pass.
Okay.
All right, so Shuggy's saying in the last broadcast I did, that I'm saying I'm going to give Dan a pass. So let's listen to what I actually said, because
very easily proves out my fucking point here. That either Shuggy is a complete fucking idiot and can't comprehend what he's hearing, or he's getting his information, what Coded said, from a secondhand source that didn't understand what was said. I haven't found it in a spot. All right, it should be right around here. Available live lessons, but I got it done in time. We're in good shape. Go to Laura Rader. Laura Rader says, Alan, I had a brain fart earlier. What's the name of Kate's Chuck, the vampire dude? Gia says, am I well? You're welcome here. Let's try to elevate the conversation. We had enough tomfoolery over at the minute mark. Too, but I come on Spurger, look, and they can't. But Gia, maybe that is, he's a joke. He won't have much of a scar. It'll heal good. Learning the Jaffa dance, transitioning thing that claims
trying to get his way back in, and you're doing
maybe
his.
it's not this one. Maybe it was this one. My wife, because you live with your fucking mommy, and you have your. Wow, this picture right here that's still up on the screen that pretending to be SV's ex-wife. Sorry, I'll get this better prepped for tomorrow. You're a shitbag, Shuggy, and your friends are all fucking shitbags too. Yeah, that's kind of true, Shug. So that's out of the way. Victor said, "Lovely family aim." So that fucking shit. You were a troll. That was pretending to be SV's ex-wife. Yeah, that's not it. I gotta find it. They'll find it. Let's call it quits here. 3 hours. One last slurp and swallow. I put a little orange zest in my hot cider. It's fucking good. All right, we will catch up tomorrow. Because of the holiday season, our outro tune is a little bit of a drinking song by Van Morrison, Mr. Thomas. I would like to caution everyone not to drink and drive during this the month of December, till we get past New Year's Eve. Please don't drink and drive at all. Call an Uber, get a Lyft. Don't drink and drive. Don't fuck up the holidays. Don't fuck up the holidays for yourself by getting a fucking DUI ticket. Remember, the police bear down this time of year. Also, don't drink and drive so you don't ruin the month of December, Christmas and New Year for someone for the remainder of their life. So drink away, drink responsibly. Do not get behind the wheel of a car. Same for the pot smokers. Catch you tomorrow or later today.
From faded newsprint used to wrap a face, and screwed up leave the muse select your face. As I sit drinking famously in an Irish bar, 5,000 miles and 30 years away. With all the usual ceremonial, you were crowned one night, king of the field where doctors nail the cows. To make up a coxquill, the rights of language, and the pricking heart of sword against the odds. Let's make these scholars rather than their favorite bondage, and hold you plaintiff to the charge of right. Exhibit A, he falls on legendary lines, singing, "Mother, I don't want a pain here in my heart." All right. Judging me sucks eggs and jerks a sacred meat, but the boy in me still dreams in Milkwood Town. Like two provincial bastards playing the galleries, I hold you photo to the mirror, upside down. As bacon walks through hungry streets, show ghost prevails, just like an old ex-boxer age 22. Staged up like false stuff when the wild will tremble. You would live to see the monograms they make of you. Ah, Mr. Thomas, let us ramble through the midnight fair. Let's throw bottles at fellow Ferris wheels. Let us paint library on the library. Let us read the moonlight. Let us steal whatever we're supposed to steal. One more. Let us watch while the days grow daily more mundane. Let rough gold go riding with his shears. Hack wide the belly of the swollen mountains and rip molten heroes forth from his furious tears. Oh, Mr. Thomas, oh, Mr. Thomas, and let us steal whatever we're supposed to steal. Mr. Thomas, oh, Mr. Thomas, why don't we feel whatever we're supposed to feel? Oh, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Thomas, why don't we feel whatever we're supposed to feel? Oh, Mr. Thomas, let us ramble through the midnight. Let us throw bottles, let the Ferris wheels. Let us play library on the library. Let us read the moonlight. Let us steal whatever we're supposed to steal.
Griffey, sarcasm is difficult in the print format, and I don't think you're good enough at expressing it to get the sarcastic part past. It's difficult because for sarcasm to work, it takes visuals, it takes exaggerated arm movements, facial movements, that kind of shit. It's difficult in type, dude. So you're not getting across your sarcasm, and you're building a shitty reputation for yourself. I don't disagree with any of the conclusions Carte Blanche came to, having read the side chat comments you made about when you were supposedly a police officer. Keep coming around, Griffey. You're welcome to be here. You're gonna get your balls busted a bit. You kind of fucking deserve it. Try not to be petty. Elevate the conversation. Save the pettiness for Discord, where the cackling hens are and Shuggy hides. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.